All right. Joy got here a little earlier today. She got here, what was it? 101. Yeah. Right, 101. You getting closer, 12:58, 101. That's right. Appreciate it. Everybody all right? All right. Oh, man, I'm trying to think. Oh, you know how it is. I had to work. Y'all excuse my seat. I had to sit down because I know when I'm up, I'm on my feet for what, 3 hours? 3.5 hours, so I had to take a break when I can. Catch a little seat, because then I'm going to be up doing my thing now. Appreciate it again. God performs another hand, all of them for coming in and doing what they do. Appreciate everybody. Definitely, that's a Barack. Somebody, that thing is doing some wheezing, whining, woofing, waffing, whatever it's doing. Did y'all learn anything, Layla? Did y'all? They would definitely question me last night. I don't know, but I'm grateful. I don't know if people really consider it, but the way y'all synagogue, I mean, he been tubed us. Yes, sir. That's right. Unfortunately, it takes tragedy for you to kind of really recognize when you can see how he worked for you. It takes us to be in the worst of in the middle of the worst pandemic that ever hit the planet. Never been affected by anything like that. I'm talking about the entire planet. And you would think, when everybody was getting it, you said, well, the common people will be the people that be affected. Everybody got their conspiracy theory. Oh, it's a plot to kill the people. But what you do when they hit your president and his wife and his son? What you do when they hit the prime minister of England? When you hit the prime minister of France? When you hit the prime minister of Canada? When you hit the prime minister of all these countries and their families are affected and their wives and kids are affected and everybody else affected, you got major players. You got a lot of people gone, from police to army officials. You got a lot of people being wiped out. I don't buy into the hype it's a plot that wipe out people. I think sometimes people take the conspiracy theory to a point of looking at these people are riding to the core. I think they're going to use this. They're going to use it to further exterminate people once they can get a control to it. They didn't invent it. This ain't something they conjured up, because they did, they would have made sure they didn't get it. Like crack cocaine, they conjured up crack cocaine. That was not a disease. That was a man-made disease. It was purposely put inside of the Negroes community. Don't listen to these people. Let me tell you something. I don't entertain every conversation, because some stuff got to have sense to it. When you see them people going down, then this ain't something they made. They ain't going to make them to kill themselves. They make stuff to kill other people, like a nuclear bomb. That's made by man. And that made for one intention. That's to exterminate people. Coronavirus, they had no idea this would come and do this. Mr. Yahusha is talking. Now, all these countries got to get together. Now, what they're going to do with this cure, they're not going to give it to every country. They're going to take these third world countries over, places they really need to get a hand on and control. Haiti broke away once. They won't break away again. So they're going to control these people with this disease. Once they get a control of this disease, third world countries are going to give up their rights. They're going to give up all of their little independence to come up under a country that'll give them the cure to save their people. And that's how they'll take control over these people. That's what the map is. It's the map for these bigger, larger people to look at. Now we can come in and take from these people. We can come in and look like rescuers and look like an aid and peacekeeper. Peacekeepers are some of the dangerous people you ever want to see. Yahusha came to Yahusha in peace. In Shalom, didn't he? And he did, he killed him. Gave him over to be killed, murdered. So you can't trust these people. They come and look like healthcare workers putting on white and mask and gloves. It ain't because they always come to help you, it's because they come to defeat you. That's how they got us now in Africa. You watch all them good, clean white people, all them coming out because we want to give them clean drinking water. What was the drinking water before you came?
That's right. That's right.
Was the water infected before you came?
That's right.
How is it white people come in here and don't get the same disease these black people get?
That's right.
Because these are diseases they carried into Africa. Those are man-made control.
Right.
This coronavirus, this ain't in their hands. This not in their hands. They miss Yahusha. Y'all know how many people, listen, London, Boston was just looking, they just putting them on emergency lockdown again, and they got the cure. Emergency lockdown. Some of these countries are going to get rid of Pfizer. They're going to go with Russia's cure. Most of y'all didn't know that, did you? That Pfizer they throwing in your face, A lot of them countries done did it. They don't want no more part of it. They already done went to Russia and told Russia they're going to go with that spunk the nail cure that they made. So all these people doing is test piloting and stuff. You can run go jump in their line, and you got to ask yourself, when their own healthcare workers won't take it, what did they tell you?
That's right. That's right.
They're talking about science and everything else. Their own healthcare workers tell them, I'm not taking it. They done told them flat, they're not taking it, and they know science. And they know these people hadn't done enough research. It's no way possible. They know how long it takes this stuff to go through clinical trial, and sometimes all of your defects ain't immediate. See, a lot of y'all weren't born years ago in the early 90s when they came out with this Nordic, they were putting it in the women's arm for birth control. How many of y'all remember that? I'm talking about remember. Y'all remember that? They had projects. Only people going were girls in projects. They would, Medicaid was paying for it. I used to do emergency and non-emergency training. I used to take them down and pick them up, take them down there. You get them, they could get the Medicare, pay for their ride, take them down there. They put it in their arm. This thing would be feeding them into birth control, so they had to worry about taking a pill. They was like, listen, y'all forget to take pills, and then the pill ain't working, then you get pregnant. So we put this in you. This will go ahead and it'll feed you, so you don't have to worry about taking them. You can't find one woman today who got one. Not one. Once they put in their body and got the data information they needed, once they infect them with the poison, look at the generation of kids we got. Listen, you won't even hear about that project. How many of y'all really remember it, though? Who do y'all know? Did y'all know anybody that had it? Do they still have it? Oh, you said they still got it. Jesse knows somebody that still got it. I didn't know somebody that still had it. They took them out of everybody. Oh, I know it did. North Carolina, Georgia. He telling y'all they had a class action lawsuit, but see, but listen, that's how you get them. And what happened? The teeth they have. You know why we got these kids out here? They so crazy and uncontrollable because of that project they use, and they use it on women in projects. So they were looking at, listen, once they get you in that project control living and get you on a control income, then you open yourself for what experiment we got. You know what? You have to bring your kids into them be checked in order for them to stay on the program. So your kids automatically become projects. You live in the project and you are a project. We work on how to control, deframe, and how to destroy your family. Think of the mental intellect of what it did to our women. We lost them. If people go back and look at when they introduced that, look at what happened to our people that day. We were already in trouble. That didn't help us at all. Everywhere you look, they never introduced it to white people. They never took it to white men. Suburban white women didn't get it. It was only given to black women inside a project on Medicaid. You had to be on Medicaid. Medicaid paid for it. So look, it was free. When you know the white men to give you something free to help control and help your family. That free boat ride killed us. We still paying for it. Free. You want to see? Have you ever seen America before, Tabitha? Have you ever seen America? You want to go on a free boat ride and see it? That's what they got our people to do. Took a free boat ride that cost us, we still paying for it. So y'all got an opportunity to come along now, not to be dumb to these folks' system. Always think before you just react to something. See, they look at us and they'll say we're kind of real reactive toward things. It's only because we've been put in a state to where we're defensive. You know, they'll show you, how many of y'all done seen like zoo video, they'll show you where zookeepers been attacked by the animals viciously. Let me see. This zoo animal is looking at how I got here. Right. You look just like the person when I woke up that took me from where I'm at. Right. My only chance of possibly getting out of here is taking you down. Yeah. I gotta do it. But the animal always looks like the bad person. The day in the news, zookeeper, and the animal got to be put down. The animal was taken out of his natural habitat. What was he going to do? This is my defense. I don't speak your language. I don't know what you're doing. I see you coming here with some food. That's how I got knocked out. They feed them. They trap them with food, put them in, and I see you coming in with food. That's how I got caught. So I got to attack you. See, we always get a bad rap. Black people, we fight help. And then the police, they say, oh, he fight us. The people that came and got us were the police. That's right. Hold on for a minute. Let me tell you something. If people just be honest and be truthful about it. When you go and you look at how we react to the police and other people, law officials, white people, let me see. Who came and got us? Black people? White people with what? Guns. And you ain't gonna believe it, they had on uniforms. So now when I see a black man, white man with guns and uniform coming at me, my mind naturally goes back to, this is how I got captured the first time. You could actually be coming to help me, but because of what I'm dealing with and I've dealt with for over hundreds of years, I'm naturally just going to become reactive toward it. And it's not going to be the way you want to. See, they got to talk to our people on a level where it makes sense. When you ever seen for our people a long demonstration or a big showing where police have came to help black people in black communities? When you ever seen it? So you understand the psyche of the so-called Negro when he sees them coming. They could pop up somewhere. You know how police usually have to do so. I was talking to an officer I know. He was telling me about how they went out, and they had some carts. They rolled out in some golf carts in black community, and they was going out and they were doing snow cones. They were trying to figure out why they want to come out. He said, did y'all announce to tell them y'all were coming? They was like, no, we ain't have enough time. He said, y'all just popped up over, this is what he said, so y'all popped up over here on these golf carts riding through this project, and y'all thought they were going to come out and start getting something from y'all. He said, it don't work like that with black people. That's right. We got to know what you're doing. That's right. A bunch of police just pop up on golf carts just out here, white folks talking about snow cone. You thinking, no, these crackers finna kill me. He said, I let them have it. He said, listen, I don't cut no, he said, listen, man, I keep it straight with them. They know I keep it straight. He said, man, our people don't work like that. He said, you can't just pop up on us, man, and no last minute talking about here goes some snow. He's telling me, you know they wouldn't come out and accept our help. So now guess what they're going to go tell other people? We try to help them. They don't want our help. You got to do like you do with white folk. Put some flyers out. Let's do some announcement. Come out and do some engagement while we talk and we set up, and then we can say, okay, our height is down and we feel kind of accepted toward what you're doing. See, talking to you makes us feel more comfortable with you. We're not just popping out, just taking them from you. Last take we got put us in a situation we're in. We got to educate our people. Our people got to address these people in a way they can start looking at, you are at fault. You are responsible for the negative, bad behavior that you receive from our people. Like Tupac said, the hate you give. What you get is the hate you gave us. It is. We never received no love from America. Just be honest about it. That's right. Look at us. Now look how white folk do it. Nice and proper respect. They tell us to obey the system, follow the system. The system always work out and do what's right. They just had a fair election, and the man said he don't accept it. That's right. That's right. If that were niggas, if we could get away with that. Supreme Court, they said the Supreme Court spoken. What's the Supreme Court? You can't overturn nothing the Supreme Court say. Supreme Court said fair election. He said, you know what? Y'all's cowards, you're scared. I can tell the Supreme Court that they're cowards and they're scared because they ruled on something based off of the law and the Constitution and deemed that this was fair and right, your system. White people only accept their system when it works for them. They make you accept it when it don't even work for you. Our people we don't know no better, they do. And white people just, listen, while y'all sitting here, y'all do know that they're already talking about him. He's talking about doing martial law. He's talking about he's not coming out. He said he won. They already done cut Joe Biden off. All his daily briefing done. They said we suspended for 2 weeks. They said we on break. They said no more daily briefing for you. No, he done. They told me ain't no more daily briefing for you. You done. While y'all sitting here, they got Republicans already saying they not giving in. They standing with him. They tell them to do the same thing, declare martial law. If you declare martial law, they can't remove you. Man, listen, it's right. I hope he do it. I hope he do it. I just want to sit back and watch white people. I ain't helping nobody. I just want to sit here and say, I can't believe it. I can't believe this could have possibly happened. What went wrong? This is the same system they use on us. See, white people always want Maduro in Venezuela. They rigged his election. He said he ain't coming down. I know I won. You know what American told him? You need to respect the will of the people. The people have spoken, and you're not the president anymore, and you need to step down. We're sending troops in, everything they were getting. Russia, only thing saved him. He had Russia to fly planes over there and take all his gold out. That's why they ain't going to. Let me tell you something. White people have a whole nother agenda what y'all doing. Venezuela got gold. America need gold to back that dollar. That's what they were going in for. These people don't know nothing, but I know. How many of y'all didn't know that? I know you just think they're just some little island monkeys. That's all little island monkeys. That man put his gold on Russian plane, told Russia to go put it. He knew they weren't going to Russia and get their gold. Yep. Oh, they pissed with him. He knew what they were doing. When they told him they going, he was like, listen, go ahead and get the gold. Come fly over here and get my gold and take it with you. Done. They just sit back and watch. They done set up 2 presidents, chaotic, done destroyed their country, and they're coming right back there. Listen, they finna do the same thing. You finna have Trump and Biden, 2 presidents in one country. Ask these white folk displaying it. And ask them, is it the Negroes? Is this the Negroes doing it? Yeah, it's time. It's time for them to make changes. I just told y'all that I'm going to have to move on. I had to get up and I got to teach. Ain't nothing I'm going to tell y'all. Ain't nothing going to change with our people. At one point, we got to start looking at this our chance to break free. We got to be like one of them why I see the zookeeper done left the gate open. You know how long you know how long an animal, they'll watch sometimes they'll watch, they come in through that gate every time. Every time they come in through that gate, it's that gate. Every time they come in through that gate, that's how they come in. And they close the gate, I'm still inside this cave. And they come in this gate and finally decide, I got to get out this gate. That's right. So you're attacked. Then they come in and play with you. Hypodermic just use it for us. I'm just down now. I just, hey, what? Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. And then leave you in here and go. Lay on the ground, play with lead. The animal like, that's all right. We kind of bonding, playing together. Okay, I'm finna go and close the gate, but leave me locked. The animal said, I'm tired of playing with me. I got to get out that gate. I got to get out that gate. He opens the gate every time coming. Listen, you got to start getting calculated. As soon as that gate open, we got to get out of here. You got to start thinking like that. He told you you're an animal. The man tells you you're an animal. And he really is complimenting you, but you've been taking it as an insult. Huh? That animal can survive on his own. You know that animal can survive without a Kroger's, without a deep freezer. No cabinets, no electricity, and no heater now, and it survives. You never see an animal walking around with a coat other than what they got on their back. That's what I care. Never seen them with a suitcase, lunchbox, and survive and make it and thrive and create. They got us over him and got us to buy into their system, and we can't make it if we leave them. See, I'm going to tell you some of the worst thing to do is to domesticate a person. Yeah. A domesticated dog is dangerous. Because he can't survive on his own. Not dangerous to us, it's dangerous to itself. Because you domesticate, you take everything out. See, people don't even know. If you look at a dog, canine, anybody been bit by a dog? Teeth pretty sharp, ain't they? Not sharper than a wolf. They dull from domestication. Oh, man, listen, a dog teeth really ain't sharp. It's just sharp you got nigger teeth, you're a square. A dog teeth not sharp. You want some sharp teeth, look at the teeth of a wolf. His fangs are sharp, but he got to tear and destroy. They feed these niggas, you feed a dog bread. Air poke, ain't no chewing involved. A bad mouth nigga can eat that. What a wolf got, he got to tear. He got to constantly keep here. You look at a dog claw versus a wild wolf claw, they got to stay sharp. When I run, I got to catch an animal, I got to get it grip, I got to cut, I got to be able to tear in the side, I got to dig. Domesticated dog, don't you'll beat your dog dead. What your dog, your dog got a dog house. A heater, your dog don't do nothing. These animals gotta stay fit. They gotta stay ready. You think a dog finna run with a wolf? Let me tell you something. A wolf can run top speed for miles. When he run out the prey, he has to be able to stay at top speed for miles. A dog ain't running no miles. Your dog jog to the backyard and piss and come back in the house. Your dog wipe with tissue. These animals got to be able to survive. They get them, they domesticate them, they lose all their sense. They lose survival. They get crippled and they can't go nowhere. They have to sit here in bed and wait at the hands of master. Dog said, what's wrong? You hungry? You think a wolf finna come and give you that noise? That wolf giving off a noise, I'm going to get me some prey. Got time. You think, when you going to see Auryah sit around and beg for something? Auryah said, I'm taking. When I walk by and I see you eating, you want your cornbread. That's how Auryah do it. Auryah don't hunt as much as people tell you. Auryah takes. They look at these guys in prison, wonder how they take food. That's what Auryah does. Why am I going to wait and go back up through that line and get my own cornbread like everybody else? I want your cornbread. Now, Auryah give you a chance. You can leave it, or we can fight for it. Best man living. That's how they work. They took away our survival skills. That's kind of animalistic. Look at how you living now. You're still an animal. He treats you like a dog, a pup. He throw you stuff and plays with you. Then he leave you right there at the mercy of something. You're always stuck somewhere at his feet, and you can't ever make your own way. Just control what you get. Man, he'll put a dog on a diet. When you ever seen a fat wolf out there on a diet? Oh, man, I got to start again on a diet. I got to eat. I got to get another secure me and hold me to my next meal. That man take you to the hospital, he get you, every nigga should weigh 123 pounds. That's how they ain't gonna hardly find. They ain't hardly get a nigga. They gonna tell him got the white weight. They get down the white weight. You say it's the right weight. No, it's white weight. I got a thicker bone mass. My bones are heavier. That's just how we design. White people have lighter bones, so it works for them. It don't work for us every time to be light and skinny. We gotta look at what fits us. Y'all got it. If I'm gonna run like a cheetah, I need to be light. You don't see no fat cheetah. Can't survive like that. First of all, his whole kill is speed. Everything is perfectly designed. You know, if you look at a cheetah won't have sharp claws. Can't have them, because they have him to dig every time they run. He runs with a rudder. His tail just let him glide. He run, he got to be able to grip. Auryah won't do it. Auryah flat-footed. Auryah never run her claws. She needs them. Because when he run, Auryah and Auryah run, their whole kill, I just got to get close enough to you. When I hit you with these 3 claws and hit, you ain't, every pull you got is just pulling them in. That's part of my kill. She don't need that. I need speed. And when the prey I run after, do this him. And when they do, I got to be able to turn and get, and I got to be able to grip and hold the ground. Where y'all think y'all get these shoes with grips from? They get it from the cheetah. Everything he built with a science to it. He built you with one too. Hello? He made you with a science too. Y'all don't think that was kind of scientifically done the way he put you together? When he said, I'm going to make you in my image after my likeness and let you have, then I'm going to have to give you something. If I said let you have, then I got to give you something. What do you need to be like me? Folks had to move to be like Mike. Have y'all ever seen somebody do to be like Mike and they have on some Converse? What? Reeboks. What's wrong with it? Because that don't measure up to be like Mike. How you going to be like Yahusha and you're a Christian? How you going to be like Yahusha and you won't even kill? Man, you got all the ability. What he told you. You can kill, you can make alive. Hello? But you understand to be like Mike. So I be like Mike and I go get me a jersey number 24, put that on. Wear my Reeboks. Hello? And my Allen Iverson pants. What's wrong with that? Patrick Ewing haircut. I'm gonna do to be like Mike. Folk messing around, but you want to go and check though while folk talking. Patrick Ewing got the best number on 3-point shoot. His average on 3-point shoot is more accurate than anybody that done it. He shot and he hit the one time too. The man accurate. What you gonna do with that? I ain't gonna mess up no record. Once I shoot and hit that one time, that's it. I don't just keep shooting. The more you miss, you're gonna kill that one you hit. You don't want to mess with it. So listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, that's what you gotta start looking at. Now, how y'all commonly sit here and understand to be like Mike? Y'all remember, like, how many of y'all remember people, Michael Jackson, when he was really famous and people want to be like Michael Jackson? Y'all remember that? Remember they would come out and they would do like Keith Sweat stuff? What? No, you being like Mike, you do like the Keith Sweat. Hello? And they did like the Boy George with it. So you got enough common sense to realize none of that fits the description of being like Mike. Right. Then how do you measure up and figure that what you're doing, what these people doing, measure up to being like Yahusha? It's a deficiency. That's how they beat us out every time. It's a deficiency. That's how they get us. You know, when they check your body, they'll look for a deficiency, because there's a certain amount of minerals that your body got to have. It's science. Man, they get your blood and pull your blood and they check it. They're checking it to see if it's a deficiency. Either you got an overage or deficiency, or either you measure up. That's what they're checking for. That's when they'll start saying, I want you to take this, because they detected a deficiency. It's so many minerals, so much zinc, so much iron, it's so much sodium. All this you need, like people say, high blood pressure. How many of y'all got high blood pressure know about high blood pressure? Nobody have. Anybody know about it? And what you have to do, what do you have to take out your diet? Salt. So how you going to survive? You don't have no salt in your body. I just want to see what they're going to holler at. So what you have to do, you have to decrease your level of salt. See, what they teach us here, you heard what he said. What you said is right, what most people are going to say. You got to get rid of salt. You got to stop the salt. That don't make sense. You got to have salt in your body. Your muscles are locked up. How many of y'all didn't know that? You got to have salt. See, now guess what happens? What happens is you have an overage, and we got to balance you out. We got to cut salt. You don't get rid of salt. See, everything they teach you, they don't teach you how to measure that. You either get it or don't have it. There's a measure. Got it? So that means that when Yahuwah made you, there's a science behind you. Now, all these things that you need, you can get are right here. These people sell zinc. You can buy zinc. Iron, you got to have it. You can have too much metal or you don't have enough. People go there and they'll put them and get them iron pills. Can you imagine that? Hammer and nail made out of what? And you need them? You need a hammer and a nail. Y'all don't think like that, huh? All this stuff you need, it's a science to you. So that means you need to understand the ruach part of you, or what they call the spiritual part, and you got to understand the natural part of you. That's how they kill us. Because you'll get in here and you'll get so spiritual, you just dumb to your nature part, to the natural part of you. That got to be fed too. Hello? Hello? How y'all think they beat us out? Okay, let's sit here and get all this knowledge, and then we don't continue to live or continue to populate. Then we're going to die out. Then we're breaking the law. Because when he put the ox there, I'm trying to think, what did he want them to do? So what did he tell the ox to do, the tree? That's what he told him. He told him to be fruitful and replenish, which meant it was supposed to continue. Put back. So if I let you get all that knowledge and you don't put back, do you really have this knowledge? I get these people, I don't have no kids. I don't want to. So you don't believe. Because the part he told you, I'm just trying to think now. Where exactly are you mentally? Are you really where you need to be? Because he did tell that ox to replenish. It was supposed to put back. When he put Adam here, before Adam did it, Adam learned it from nature. That when I take something from the tree, when I take something from the ground, something has to replace it. Sometimes you be so spiritual, you just retarded. Because people don't understand, it's a balance. Everything's a balance. You got to put back. I remember when some of them used to live together, Cam and all of them. You remember they say you had to play big rat, you got to put back. Yeah, that's right. They had a roommate, they would all get somebody stuff. They like, put it back. Because if you don't, we're going to run out. And they would notice when they run out, they'll say, somebody didn't put back. Then, because it's a discipline. We can do this. All of us can do this as long as we do what? But we don't put back. So these people wiping out the so-called Negro community. Right? What are we going to have to do? Put back. See, we learned that in Barashit. You got to put back because they take it. And if you don't replenish, then you're going to die out. Why y'all think Yahuwah put us into the captivity? See, sometimes even with these people out here with science, how they'll work, they'll take certain species. Who know why? Because they're about to be extinct. The numbers drop too low. So when numbers start dropping, you extinct a species, then you're going to take something from the chain. Y'all got it? You got a necklace, you buy it, the necklace hang right here, beautiful necklace, hang right like you want it. But then the necklace break. and that ring missing. What happened? It's going to get smaller because you got to connect it to another ring. You took a ring out now. So eventually it gets small enough that it become a choker. You had a dope rope, now it's a choker. And now you got to a point it don't even fit anymore. And that's what happened with the system. So what they start doing, they'll take a species and you'll take it and you'll put it in what we'll call a control area. You'll do it with plants. You'll take them outside, extract them, put them in a controlled environment for heat, for give it water, give it alternate light, alternate watering versus from what nature is doing, because you're trying to get it to step itself up, pick itself back up so you can do what? The word we'll use is reintroduce. Let's do reintroduce is better, okay? We're going to say reintroduce simply because why? Because it was there before, so we're bringing it back again. We're putting it back out here so we can give it a chance to see now, can you survive? So let me ask y'all a question. What do you think the purpose when Yahuwah took us and put us in captivity for 70 years? Control environment. And after then he can reintroduce the species back into society. How many of y'all familiar with what I'm talking about when nature are doing that? With animals and plants. With trees. They do it all the time. So what do you think the purpose of him putting us into captivity? Putting us here for this longer period of time. We're more popular than our fathers were. See, he only put us here because I was trying to get you so you can populate. Now, during the time when you put in a controlled society, you know what you'll learn sometime in a controlled environment? Sometime what you originally start out to do won't be a good plan and you'll lose some. So then it gives you an opportunity to try to reassess a better way of trying to get this species to survive. So we here. Our numbers are getting back up. We're getting stronger. And it looked like we just about ready. Sometimes they'll take a wounded animal. You'll see that. They'll get it healed up. Then they'll bring it out there. They'll lift it up. And the animal kind of hesitantly just kind of watch it look. Because I don't admit it just because I don't know where I'm at. I seem like I've been here before, but I'm being used to somebody kind of feed me, and then they get me up from just feed me to bring in some live prey in and let me catch it. First I play with it because I'm kind of stupid. I've been looking for a friend. I just been sitting like this. Then I realized, I am kind of hungry, and you do look like food. Isn't that right? And they think, they're going to make sure that I understand what it is I'm going to be doing. And after a while, it walks out, and it starts to get itself more distant from its captives. Then it gets back to realizing, this ain't too bad. I can do that. That's why I try to get y'all off these jobs. Get you back in survival skill. See, if you can't do that, then you ain't going to be able to make it out there. Not in the wild. It's a jungle out here. Hello? That's what Grandmaster in the Fury 5 told me. He said, like a jungle sometime. It made me wonder how I keep from going under. That's what he said. He said, it's like a jungle sometime. It just made me wonder how I keep from going under. That's for y'all time. Don't worry about it. Broken glass everywhere. Don't worry about it. That's for y'all. Listen, that's when they had a message. They had a message back then. They had a message back then. They had a message. You ain't had to hear all this stuff about no holes and booty. I seen a crack and I want to suck a daddy penis. All this stuff. I don't know how that ever came out nobody's mouth. I don't know how that man. I'm still thrilled with how you were rapping, and it's stuff that Ryan can. And let me think of something. I'm sitting around here and I really want to mean her. Girl so fine, I want to suck her dad. Oh, I can't put that on now. Some stuff you start picking up saying, I got to find something else. They definitely can't go on the page. Just take that whole bar gone. But what that say about you that it got out here and you listened to it and you weren't conscious? Let me tell y'all something. I'm preaching now. You got to be conscious about everything come be introduced. You got to be somebody just come to offer you something and give you something. Why? You've been the sucker of everybody else's invention. I got it. They made something. It's just for niggas. Why? Ain't we got enough stuff? Man, you don't trust nobody. Not when I'm in this condition. I'm looking for something in the event to get me out of this condition. I ain't seen that yet. Not come from them. Do y'all understand how important it is for you to be a free thinker? Work together and try to build something so we can try to get out of here. I got CJ back there now. They're trying to work on their feet, they kind of swollen up. I appreciate one person coming and let me know about it. How many of y'all knew about their feet been swollen up? Good. Oh, you knew about it? You know you supposed to came and told me. That man a diabetic. That man can lose both of them feet. See, he's somewhere where folk care about him, though. That's a lot. That's the truth. I keep telling y'all all the time. Me and Dave were talking to them. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I do a lot of stuff. And one thing I learned to do when you're out here in business, you got to form leads. You got to form leads. You got to form allegiance. You got to have them. You can't make it out. No, don't believe that stuff. Don't believe these people. Myself, I did, but you coming down. Because you're going to slip. You're going to miss. You're going to come up short. You're going to need some help. You're going to need something. You got to form allegiance when you out here. You got to. That business. That's the first thing with business. You know business. You'll hear coming. You know they'll tell you, you'll go to, you'll say, you got something, they say, that's our sister company. Because businesses ain't stupid. You know what? How many of y'all got Verizon? How many of y'all know Verizon the best phone company? Okay, best phone. How many of y'all got AT&T? How many of y'all know AT&T the best? How many of y'all got Boost? Good phone company. How many of y'all got Sprint? See that? Sprint was the best phone company. See that? Well, he said, no, but typically when people go to him, but you know what all these people do? Same business, and they share towers. There's nowhere in the world Verizon can cover you everywhere you go. You know, I don't have to tell you this, and Sprint don't have to tell you this, but when you get outside of my really nowhere area, I got a deal set up with AT&T. I got a deal set up with Boost. Well, they actually own Boost Sprint, so don't forget. Suppose you got Boost more, they owned by Sprint, bought them out. And Verizon, T-Mobile, to where you'll bounce off a tower and you'll swear it was me. And that's how I get people coming. They say, man, Myra said, I got such, because they'll form leads with different each other. And that's where you can bounce off my tower. We can use each other and make all these people think we're against each other. We can shoot commercials, make you think we're doing. That's just advertising. Kind of like wrestle. Boy, I kill you. We park in the same park lot in our locker next to each other. Why don't I kill you at that locker? Brian don't like that. Brian, listen, we'd have that team up, Brian, listen, all wrestle. I said, who in the world record all this stuff? Listen, them folk will have you going. I used to watch wrestling. When I watched it, it's like them guys really hate each other. Man, folk got to pull them away. They going to the same locker. They parking in the same parking spot. It ain't that hard if you want to kill them. But that part of losing to make you feel that way. Make you pay to come to see me kill him, and you come to pay to see him kill me, and we don't want to kill each other. We killing you, nigga. Look at that ticket price you just paid. Then your kid want them wrestling belt, that's $300-something. And you want a book too, right? That's another about $75. Then you want something to eat, and you want a wrestling cup. All that stuff. You get through, look at that bill, we get through with you, nigga. You the one dead. We stumped you out. We killed you. That's what I'm telling you. That's the system. So what I'm trying to do, Natalia, I'm trying to get y'all to think and see the importance of why you got to do what we're doing. Why you got to watch. When you can't watch for yourself and take care of yourself, we got folks watching, taking care, make sure everything's getting done. That's what we do. You need somebody, if you miss something, you don't catch something somehow, I need you to be able to see for me. Be my eyes. Ain't that right? Like Masha. You know what Masha could have told their brother-in-law? You sinner. Get out my face, you riding sinner, no good transgressor. Man, I need you. Look for me. Look out. You know when you tell well, man, you know we got that from Masha. Look out for a nigga. How many of y'all remember saying stuff here folks say that? Look out for a nigga. Ain't that right? Look out for me. Ain't that right? Ain't that right to a nigga see better? That's what he looked at. You gotta learn how to use people. That'll help benefit you and help you to move where you're trying to go. The way people try to do stuff with people, you can't make it far like that. That's just being on, you can't make it far like that. You need somebody to help you out when you miss something, when you can't see something, you don't know something. You need somebody. Y'all think I tried that? That's why people back down helping out. It's some stuff I miss. I can't see everything. I can't get everything. There's some people here do some stuff I can't do. Got it? So you form allegiance. And you work with people. By the time we get finished, it all work out for everybody. Bounce from here to there, bounce from them. Sometimes I look at it, well, I don't know what they're y'all. I said, man, that's what it is then. And we'll keep it moving. Ain't that right? Hello? Hello? And ain't doing no different than a body. Hello? That's all it do. Anything one part of my body can do, the other one can do it. Hello? If my brain give me the desire to say it wants something to drink, my brain can't go get it, but my brain can give an order, and the rest of my body that work along with it can go, and the feet say, well, we'll walk over there and do it. And the hand say, I'll grab it and I'll put it to your mouth. And the lips say, if he do, and go in my mouth, I'll let it go down the throat. And the stomach will say, well, if it come down here, I'll heat it up and send it where it need to go. It all started with a thought, though. Ain't that right? And from that thought, it'll put to play members that'll start to work. So let me see, how hard is it to realize that Alyahu spake and he created now? He's the brain behind the whole thing. After that, everything you need, these things start to work together and come to form for you. Hello? Hello? Your brain can think it out, but the rest of your body got to help put it into play. Right? If your mind think to see some or want some or whatever it is, a desire to write some, whatever, it take those hands. It's going to take that on. Hello? Okay. All right, we're going to try to move outside and put y'all to sleep. All right, we'll see if we make up for it some kind of way. If we don't worry about it. All right, come on, gentlemen. Most High, Yahuwah, Auryah, of Yasharal, and of Yehuda, we come before your Pani through the Shem of Yahusha, Yahushua HaMashiach, allowing before you, which is asking that you have recome upon us, which is your mercies. Ask you to barak us, which is bestow a gift upon us, that we might receive the Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation. Grant us an understanding that we might know the idea of which you purpose for unashamed, which is mankind. We ask you to make us whole, complete, entire, lacking nothing. We ask you to make us Talmim, which is perfect, in our Amunah, which is in our stability, in our Aman, in which is our belief, and in our Ahab, which is our affection and our love, that we might be in your Pani-U, which is in your presence, for Alam forever. We ask you to barak those that are watching in, which is bestow a gift upon those we commit to you in Palau, those that seek your redemption, those that are behind prison walls, those on beds of affliction, those in war-stricken country, those bereaved, the out of towns. We ask you to encourage their lives and barak them as well, their lives, which is their hearts. We ask you to barak those we commit to you in Palau, those that seek your redemption, those that look for your Yeshua, which is your salvation. We say Hadu, which is thanks unto you, for the Mut, which is the death, and for the Zarak, which is the resurrection of Yahusha, Yahushua HaMashiach, which is your salvation, the anointed one. We ask you to barak all his going and his doing, of which he manifests, unshown unto us, that we might know you according to your dabari, which are your words. We ask you to search us and try us, if there be any rasha dirak, wicked or evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Urak everlasting, which is the way of life. We ask that you let the debar of our paw, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our lives, which is of our hearts, be accepted in your sight. And as we prepare to move further, we palau, which is we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, which are the praises, you get the kabud, which is the glory, and the kabad, which is the honor, and the shem, which is the name of Yahusha, Yahushua HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. What in the world is that? I know Romans 15 and 4, I'm sorry. So we left stuff. We didn't finish some stuff last night because we got kind of entangled with some stuff last night. Well, haircut wasn't hurt. Romans 15:4. All right. Listen. Hold on, you gotta turn the mic on.
For whatever Nikatab before Nikatab for our learning.
So whatever was written before was written for our learning.
That we through patience in the comb of the Ketubim might have tikva.
That's true. All right, we left off last night, if I'm remembering correctly. We left off talking about, I guess, just get it out the way and be done with it. We kind of ran into a bunch of other things while we were reading, but we was dealing with Lucifer last night and about how in the 14th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu, they call Isaiah, how he was asking, how did you fall, O Lucifer? So we know that their word Lucifer is the Greek equivalent to their planet Venus, which was a reference to their Greek goddess Diana. It's not what everybody was thinking in the first place. But when it was talking, the actual writing was about Alyahu, which was about him, the shining one, the day star, which we know as the sun. They're trying to say is Lucifer. We'll go with what they're saying then, okay? Let's take that they're saying that day star dawn. Can we see that definition again, please, Boston? We'll take, the one that don't lie, Google. Come on, Boston. Everybody trusts Google. Isn't that right? They take their source. I don't know where they get. I don't have no Tony Smith book. Look at their source. When we saw the definition, Lucifer. The planet Venus, when it rises in the morning, a match struck by, this is not what they're telling us, archaic. Then we see something else tell us about the light, okay, from the Latin, light bringing. Listen to this, morning star. This is Lucifer. Y'all remember this, right? Morning star. From lux, light, then plus forbearing, light bearer, what's they saying? The fur. See how so they let you know how the Greeks actually work. So this is basically, it's one word, but it actually would be a compound word, I guess you would make it. It's actually got two meanings because the lux is for light. Mm-hmm. The fur is for bearing. So this actually means light bearing. So they're saying that Venus bears light. And they tell you that this is the morning star. Let's show white people how your captors make a fool out of you. Can we slide it back over again, please? Back over, yeah. Morning star. So Venus shine in the morning. This don't even make common sense, okay? The planet Venus does not give out light in no morning, especially that you will see it here, okay? So morning star is what it's saying, light bringing, okay? From the Latin, light bringing, morning star, lux, light, lux or look is light, fur bearing, Lucifer. Y'all see that? And see that by association with the son of the morning. See that? The son of the morning. What sun is in the morning?
Shamash.
The Shamash. Believed by Christian interpreters. That's your problem right there. These are people that know they're interpreting. They're interpreted to be, what does it say? To be a reference to Satan. Let's see, Beth, Kof, they'll call it 2 Peter 1:17. How about that? Beth is an Aubrey word, house, family, but it's used for the reference for the second because he has more than one letter. The book they call Peter, which is not his name is Kof. That's the name that Yahusha gave him. We'll start 17. 1:17. Let's see how they work out. Let's see what they said. This Beth Kof, 2 Peter, they call it 1:17. Let's see how I read now from him. That's going to be tight. All right, let's see how y'all read. Well, they got to get it. Okay. 17. 17, that's 15. There we go. Let's see what happens. Well, you know what? Do 16 since you hit it. That probably started us at number 7. Okay. Let's see how they read. Let's see how it reads from the King James Version, and we'll check this guy here and see how it reads, and we'll work it out. All right, listen.
For we have not followed cunningly devised fables, when we made known unto you the power and coming of our done Yahushua HaMashiach, but were eyewitnesses of his majesty.
See that what they said? That's what they said. Now, here they told us that, they said, for we have not followed after cleverly devised fables, okay? When we made known to you the power and the coming of our Adon Yahusha, which is our master Yahushua, the Mashiach, the anointed one. But our eyes, which should be our wounds, were witnesses of his majesty, which means we did what? We saw it. You know what's important to hear that when they say this? When the police come up or something happen, an accident or a shoot, you know who they'll want to talk to?
Eyewitness.
What kind?
Eyewitness.
I ain't see it, but somebody, okay. They'll take just to get, I'll get this, I'll just keep, but this won't really, I need to talk to somebody who's seen what happened. Okay? That's what they said, that they were eyewitnesses. They said, our eyes. They said we were eyewitnesses. Okay, let's see the next verse, 17. What happened? What did he do, Lee?
For he received from Elohim the Abba, Kabod, and Kabud.
Which is honor and glory.
When there came such a voice to him from the excellent Kabud, this is my Yedidah Ben, in whom I am well pleased.
See that? He said this was his son. His son. That's what he said. He said, this is my son. And y'all know where this came from? It came from in his presence of his majesty. For he received honor, kabod, and glory, kabod, from Elohim to Abba, when a voice came to him from the presence of his majesty. Kabod, saying, this is my, what do they use for beloved? Did they use Yedidee? Yedidee. No, Yedidee. Yedidee. You know this man changes a lot of stuff. Being in whom my Nephash am well pleased. 18. What tell us about it, Lee?
And this voice, which came from Shamayim, we
what
heard.
Planet? Hold on, what planet did you say?
Was that? Shamayim.
Oh, Shamayim, I didn't know if it came from Venus. What happened?
When we were with him in the Kadash Har.
And they told us we heard in our ears. Not only they saw it, I heard it. And it didn't come from, they say it didn't come from Jupiter or Venus.
Nope.
They say it heard it from Shamayim.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When we were with him in the Kudash Mount, when they was in, that means he was Ram. He had to be exalted if he was in the mountain. All right, let's see. Next verse.
We have also a more sure debar of Nabur, whereunto ye do well that ye
Let me
take
say,
heed.
because she looking, in your book, it'll say prophecy. We don't believe in it. The actual word is Nabuah. Okay? Which, if I'm correct, was that the flow? But what is Nabuah? Let's look up Nabuah, please. Correspond. Naba. They'll use the word to prophesy. We don't use, this is an English word, to speak or sing by inspiration. So they said, now, with what they saw and what they heard, they knew that was right. But they saying that we have something that's more founded and more, we'll say today, concrete than what they saw and what they heard. And what it was speak by inspiration. Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. That's what they said they was looking at. The speaking that they heard by inspiration was more solid than that. They said, now we have a more sure word. Mm-hmm. Got it? Listen, to more or less confirm what they had. Let's see what happened. What we left out?
19.
Okay, 19. What did it say? As
unto a Auryah that shineth in a Kashak Malkum.
We still at 19?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we love that verse. And there is the more sure word, the bar of Nabuah with us. Go ahead. Which you do there. What you?
Whereunto you do well that you take heed.
Take to your heart, your law. Like what?
As unto a Auryah.
Hold on, stop. As unto a what?
Auryah.
What planet?
That shineth.
That does what?
That shineth.
Where?
In a Kashak Malkum.
I don't know what kind of light is shine in a dog place. I'd be confused. Unto the what?
Yom dawn.
Unto the light of the what? Of the day?
And
does what?
And the Yom Kukab arise in your law.
Let me see that. Hold on for a minute. So he's telling me to hold to the word. So Satan, light of the day, would be what? The sunlight.
Right. That's right.
Dawn, the day dawn.
Right.
And this is Lucifer in my heart. Hold on. And the morning star. Ain't that supposed to be Lucifer? That's how you know you're dumb.
Yeah.
Supposed to shine in your laws. That's how you know the white man done played with you.
Yep. Yeah. That's right.
Because Cuff in his letter here is clearly telling you that there is no way the 14th chapter of the book of Yahusha could be talking about no devil.
That's right.
Why would you use words like day, star, dawn in my law and you tell me this is solid? Because he's telling you we're going with what I saw and what I heard is concrete. Guess what else more solid than that? How about the Nabuah?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
What was inspired? Because when I go back to what was inspired, when were you told about a light of the day dawn? When were you told about a morning star? Yes, y'all, and that's going to be called Nabuah.
That's right.
Come on now. So it couldn't be talking about Satan. Mm-hmm. It's talking about him.
That's right.
That's right.
Let's see what it told us 7:38 of the book of Yahusha. So I don't know how to study this stuff out. I don't think I got up here and dig out and study them. Listen, all free.
Yes, sir.
All you got to do is be honest.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Let's see what 7:38, Yehukanan. They'll call it John, but it means Yahuwah is gracious. All right. Yehukanan 7:38. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Got these smart young men on here, they getting ready. So I asked y'all for a verse. Y'all gonna have one? Alice, give me one.
All right.
What did it say after that? You did good.
What do you quote?
Y'all heard it? He said, no east can come to me except the other which sent me drawing.
Yes, sir.
What you got, Ken? He got a good one. He said, I can't remember right now. Let's see, honest. What you got from Gavin? When Yahuwah said, let that be Auryah. Auryah. All right, what you got for me, Ken? Who? Hold on, say it again. Okay. He said, who has believed our report? He said, which he said, among our report. Uh-huh. And he want to ask that whom is the arm of Yahuwah been revealed.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
That's all right. Mikael. Joseph, don't try to act like you praying. What you got? Don't drop the head like that. What you got? You thinking? Did somebody steal yours? What you got for me? Those say come back. What you got for me, Buck? What you got for me, Danny? Fear Alyahu and keep his commandment. That's the whole duty of man. That's right.
Yeah.
Now come on. You done ran out. You got one for me? What you got? He says, appoint unto men once to die, after this the judgment.
Yeah.
Antoine!
That's right.
What happened? Somebody stole yours. Who got it? Alex. You were ready too. If I'd have started on this end, he wouldn't have had that. When next time you be ready, I'm gonna come to your end. What you got for me, Ian? Everything stink. What is that? Okay, what you saying? What you saying? He said he was trying to think, but somebody stole the answer. You know a lot of them though. Mm-hmm. What you thinking? You got to think. You'll be ready. What you got for me, Joy? The Navaim. Who touched it? Your daddy. He said the Navaim. Hold on, y'all. The name ain't the Navaim. He said you clever. It don't say that. It don't say that. It's written in the Navaim. That's right. So you have to remember the ring. You getting that and I'm gonna you did good, Joe. Give him a hand clap. I had to think about what it said in right. It's written in the Navaim. Man, right. Kayla, what you got? Somebody stole it. What you got, Jason? Who? Oh, what's over written the 4th time, written for our learning. That's all right. Yeah. Adam, don't be trying to hide. What you got, old man, Adam? Come back to you next time. He said get him on the next round. What you got back there, Eyes? Did he say you're hungry? What you say? What you got? He like Blake Griffin. That probably got one. What you got over there? Let me hear what you got, Mama. No, not you. You. He don't point at himself to you. What you got for me? Hold on. What is that now? All right. He got a book too. Then he's in cars doing this and that. There's a light won't tear in his sight. Well, who got her? Who is that back there? Yeah. Brandon, what y'all here bending down for, Joker? What you got for me? You know, he said, I done heard so much. You thinking? What you got for me back there, Jackson? You got one, Jackson? All right, y'all got to have one next time, so you don't know when I'm going to call y'all. Y'all got to be ready next time. What you got? Oh, AJ got one. What is AJ? Oh, he ducked down behind that mama. He using one. He going to hide himself in secret places. There you go. He said, I'd rather show mine. Anyway. Who? I know that right. Y'all been to Baptist church. Y'all had to have an Easter speech. Can't mess up on your Easter speech. What you got? Who? You got one there, Joseph? What you got? Who? Somebody stole yours. Who stole it? Do you know who stole it? You don't want to call their name. You know who it is, but what happened? You can't remember. Well, try to remember and let me know when you remember. I know him, the scripture stealer. All right, so y'all, let's see what he told us right here. This is 738 of the book of Yahushua. Remember what he told us, that he said, although they saw and heard, he said we have something that's more credible even than that. okay? Which means what we're telling you, we can reference it. I told y'all all the time, source your answer.
Yes, sir.
When we heard them say that, okay, we can say, okay, you say you heard it, but where did you get it from? Well, they said, I got something that's more solid than that. I can show you it's in the Nabi, in the Nabal, or the Nabi said it, okay? One who believes, Aman, in me, as Kitab said, from his belly shall flow rivers, which is Nahar, or probably Narim, because it's plural, of Ka'i Ma'in, living water. Let's see what he was talking about. He said this about the
Ruach.
About the Spirit, that those who are in him would receive, because the Ruach Spirit was not given before Yahusha was Kabul. So now guess why they had to tell you that now? Makes sense. That although they told us what they saw and what they heard, they had to go back and reference it to the Nabin. Guess why? Because you couldn't get the Ruach HaKodesh from what they told you.
Right.
You couldn't get it unless it lined up with the Nabi.
That's right.
That's why I had to tell you we have a more sure word. Because although I told you we saw him in the mount, we saw his Kabul come, that can't save you unless we can reference it with what been written in the Kitab, the scriptures.
Right. That's right.
So that was to teach you that I can't just say whatever I want to say
That's
and
right.
you get it.
That's right.
Get the Holy Ghost right now. According to what? I commanded it come down there and get, according to what?
That's right.
Because now we just broke a discipline. We broke an order. Y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
So to just tell you that isn't enough to save you unless I can reference it back to the book. Got it? Remember, that was how you were going to get it. You had to believe as the Kitab had said.
That's right.
That means that that's going to come from the Nabal, who they call the prophets. What they spoke concerning him is what we have to Aman believe in order to get the Ruach HaKodesh. Y'all got it? So when I told you I seen him in the mount, which would have put him, you ain't gonna believe it, in the Shamayim. And I told you we heard a voice that came down from Shamayim. I got to be able to reference these acts in order for you to make the discipline to get the Ruach HaKodesh. That's why you got to hold every preacher accountable. What you told me, can you reference it? Y'all think when y'all get, I said reference it.
That's right.
Cup just told y'all the same thing I've been telling you.
That's
Let's
right.
look at it again what Cup said. I want y'all to understand. When you understand the statement, that's where your power come in at.
That's right.
Got it? Remember we talked about when I went over y'all about what was a vow. What's a vow? He said a vow is when you don't use your teeth or your lips, meaning it's not restricted. Tell me what a consonant is. He thinking, consonant. He said the letter that you use your teeth or your tongue, because that means it's a restriction. B, D, these are restrictions. A, E, there's no restriction. You got it? Now they got a command of the subject. They can give me a letter that's a vowel. I. What you got? You. Good one. He's smart. Give me a letter that's a vowel. Give me a one that's a consonant. B. You're right. Give me a consonant. A. It's going to be a vowel. Remember, if it doesn't have A, see how it come out my A, B. See that B? I got to use my lips, my tongue, or my teeth. F. You see that? F. Those are consonants. You got it? So now you get command of subject. They just taught us letters.
Right.
We didn't really think about I didn't think about what a consonant was when I just thought, well, okay, a vowel is A, E, I, O, U. I didn't know why it was a vowel. They just told me that's what it was.
That's right.
They didn't tell me, do you know what distinguishes it or makes it a consonant?
Right.
Then I'd have had a command of subject.
Right.
And what happens with a lot of people that come to the book, they'll read it, but they don't have command of subject.
Right.
When I read something, I need to understand it. Now let's look at the statement that Cup made again. He's going to show you. Hold on. Matter of fact, take me back to 16, and we'll look at this and make sure we comprehend the statement. Not just read it, we want to comprehend the statement. 16 told her, for we have not followed after cleverly devised fables, which are going to be proverbs, sayings that people, that's what he's telling you. A lot of times people get you. Remember, Yahusha was supposed to speak to us how?
Masha.
Which is a proverb that they'll call a fable. Got it? So now people are going to learn to do that. It ain't hard to get you. All I do is just talk short to the point, and you'll think it's his speech. So he's telling you that there are cleverly devised fables, which means people will put things together in a short spurt, and it still give off effectiveness. You got it? Get you to the point. And you'll fall and think it's his speech. So he said, that's not what we follow, okay? When we made known to you the power that which also going to be a matter of authority, and the coming of our Adon, our Messiah Yahushua, the anointed one, the Mashiach. But our eyes were the witnesses of his majesty. We seen it. We seen his shine. We saw his kaboo when he was there. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. His clothes all started glistening. They were bright.
That's right.
They were Auryah.
That's right.
How many of y'all don't remember reading that?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, y'all need references. That's the way you're going to get it. Let's pick it up. 9:4, chapter 9:32. Let me say that one more. Auryah, they call Luke. Y'all got a little time?
Yes, sir.
Make it 30, let's see. Our goal is not to try to cover so much ground, but make sure we're accurate. If we don't cover but a little ground and we accurate and we understand it, that's more than covering all that other stuff. You get a whole bunch of information and you really don't even understand what you done or what you heard. Got it? What you hear, I want you to be able to, if not to be able to just explain it to somebody else, I want you to be able to know it for yourself. Even if you can't explain something, you need to know it. And nobody can shake you. Because if somebody can shake you, what is that a symbolism of? No, you're going to be removed.
Removed.
Come on, from the 12th chapter. Come on, that's the 12th chapter book of Auryah. Touch all that. That was the whole purpose of him doing it. He said, once more, I don't shake just to rise.
Right.
He said he was showing in reference to things that could be removed.
That's right.
If it's shaking, it can be moving. Come on.
Good stuff.
Man, get people to jump outside.
Yeah.
And they'll get her to shake it. Basketball, I shook that nigga. That's right. I get it. That's how I shook that nigga out of his shoe. Got it? And somehow I can make it move. I know how to get him. And that's what he showed you. If it's shake, I can move it. Y'all got it? I can move it out of the way. When they cut him out, now, steady.
Yeah.
That's what that's what Abraham was known for.
Yeah.
What happened?
Listen,
He ain't moving. You ain't shaking me. You're not shaking me. My arm and my physical man you can push, but when you talking about on the inside, what he believe, his ain't moving from that. That can't be moved.
That's right.
That's why Abraham gone. The whole rock shook. Who was standing still? I'm not solid. I'm not solid. You said, you know these folks be sitting around? World shaking, whole world they trying to say it can be still. You ain't gonna be able to. You gonna be moved. Everybody gotta go.
that's right.
That's what I mean. So the whole purpose of him shaking it, he said in the 12th chapter book of Auryah, now when to move to something else, let me reference. I can push it, I can prove it. He's had to do that for a reason. The shaking and sure of removing, okay? The Arats had to shake. Why? Exactly right. Kazum. Yochanan said he saw one coming down. Now, how they gonna work at the other one here? So I shook it so you know it can go. If I shook it, you know it can move. So I can put something else down. Okay? If you saw a new one coming down, one gotta go. When you seen Yahusha, Adon was him? I shook that nigga, he gone. Had to be removed so I could put another one here.
That's right.
Come on, how you gonna do it while you had the first? You can't do it while the first gets standing. Hello? Y'all got two best covenants, right? Let's go with that. Okay. Your second one didn't come in until he shook the first one.
All right.
Yahusha on the two, they told you everything started shaking.
Right.
I was showing you symbolism that I was removing the first one.
Right.
So I could establish the second one.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about it. I'm out there. Don't worry about it. Okay. 28. 28. Both now. Okay. It came to pass about 8 days after these saying, he took Cuff to the Petros. What did man walk around speaking Spanish? They didn't even teach her though. They didn't have you actually think the Greeks speak Spanish. And that's one of the discipline they leave. This is one of the filthy language they leave on islands and stuff like that. And Euchanan and Jacob and went up on the Wow, I've never heard this before. On a mountain, on a har, to Palau there. Pray, ask. That's all that Palau is. And it came to pass as he Palau, his face was changed, and his clothing became
white.
Whoa, and flashing. All that's all we're doing is flash. You know what I said? Man, you know what I hate y'all nigga. Always flashing. They gon' hate us. We flashing.
That's right.
Everything is that's what we do all the time. Nigga car got rim. Nigga got on there. Nigga gotta be all flashy for.
Yeah.
That's what they want us down for. Talk to you.
That's right.
It's amazing. Words we say, people don't even know it even connotation to the book. It's amazing. We always get condemned for being what?
Flashy.
Nigga, I don't like when a nigga be all flashy.
Yeah.
Every time I go out, nigga flashing all the time.
Yeah.
Come from the book.
That's right.
See, they make you hate who you are.
That's right. That's right.
That's a given.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, listen. Behold, 2 men unashamed were speaking with him, Masha and Alyahu. They put Alyahu. That's what I'm stay with for now. Then they appeared in their what? Kabul, and told of his end, which would be fulfilled at Jerusalem. I can explain how he saw these guys too. All this be explained.
Please explain it.
Y'all been taught this though. Cough, and those that were with him, somebody saying they didn't get it.
Chris said,
You don't remember I taught y'all that? For real? How many of y'all don't remember me teaching y'all that? Raise your hand, don't be scared. Don't. Okay. I can do it. Yes, sir. All right. Most how when I do it. Ain't no big thing. Ain't nothing but a G thing. And those with him were in deep sleep. Then awoke and they saw his woo when they woke. You ain't gonna believe it. In the morning you wake up, you'll see the sun. And the 2 unashamed who were standing with him. All right. And it came to pass as they were parting from him, which be departing, Koph said to Yahusha, should be Moray. It is good for teacher. It is good for us to be here. That sounds like a question. They sound like a statement. That sounds like more like it was. All right, let us make 3 mashkans, what they use for tabernacle, sukkah. See that? They said sukkah, which would be tents. Okay. 1 for you, 1 for Masha, and 1 for Alyahu. But he did not know what he was saying. Cuff didn't know what he had said. Let's see what else happened. He was still speaking like this. And behold, a cloud covered them. And when they came into the midst of the cloud, they trembled. And behold, a voice from the cloud, excellent glory, said, this is my Ben, my, what are you over there? Yedi, 1, listen to him. This is the same conversation we just heard over in Cuff.
That's right.
That's why when Cuff just told you that we were with him in the mount, when he received such excellent Kabul glory. And they heard a voice coming from the majesty, from on high, and they told him that this was their being. That's why they said, let's go back to what it said about him. This is definitive. This right here will solidify what we're saying. Now we're telling you that this was, now he told you in the 19th verse about until the day dawns, until the day star arise in your log. Because that's a dark place too. And that's a place that need Auryah. So until he's shining our logs. Who else told us that? Yahusha. Tell them, source your answer. Say it just a little lower, that way I really can't hear it. They did what? If they only had a law, Yahusha told them that. Masha, it would have been in, what you say? No, you good. You said, no, go ahead. No. Shaul had said it. Tell them what Shaul said. Source your answer. That's tight. What you say? That's right. 1 Corinthians 4. Don't even worry about it. 2 Corinthians chapter 4. That's right. 2 Corinthians. Yeah. When he said, Alyahu who commanded, or he, Amar, the to shine out of darkness in Kasha. He said, shine in our lives.
That's right. Agitated.
That's what we had to agitate. So he made that statement. He said, Alyahu who commanded the light to shine out of darkness has shined in our lives. That's how we know he could get in a dark place when he came into the rise. So he came on the inside. On the inside there's darkness too. So we need Auryah to get in there. See, everything that we see or we hear about him, we have to know from a natural stance.
That's right.
Now, when it's dark, he can make Auryah come in and shine.
That's right.
So Yahusha was sitting up on top of a heart and clouds around it. You ain't gonna believe it. Clouds hang around the sun too.
That's right. That's right.
That's how they knew this is the day star. Not to mention the fact they just awoke. When do people typically sleep?
Right.
In the night. And you're taught, your body was actually trained to rise up. You laying down, you're supposed to do this with the sun. Yep. As the sun go down, you go down. That's when people start, man, I'm getting tired. I'm getting sleepy. Man, I'm finna go to bed. Yep. That's the cycle. That sun is your energy and your strength. That's why he put you there. You're supposed to be the first people to get it.
Yeah.
Huh? You're supposed to be the first people to be able to get it and to see it when it go. That's how they were eyewitnesses. We were there. So he moved you and put you in a Western culture, in a Western area there. When you get stuck, it's already over with. You keeping Shabbat. Ain't nobody in Jerusalem keeping Shabbat now. It's been over with. You the last person to get it.
Right. That's right.
You go down right and you saw them people, they showed you on TV, man, them sinners, transgress, them broke Shabbat. You the one late. We've been seeing it when it came up.
Yeah.
You got it after us. That was the whole purpose of moving. So you don't know when things supposed to happen. Y'all got it? So that's what he told. This is my Yedidai 1, my beloved, whom I'm well pleased. So this is why he could come back and source his information. He knew he was a day star, and he knew that he was the morning star and the bright star because of Yeshayahu in the 14th chapter.
Right.
And he want to know, how did he fall?
That's right.
He want to know, how did the sun go down? Hello?
Yes, sir.
He want to know, how did the sun go down? So y'all don't know why they would look at that, and Yeshayahu would look at that? He would look at it because of Masha. Masha, as long as his arm stayed up, they will win. It was when his hands went down, that's when they lost. So as long as Masha's hands stayed up, he weakened the nation.
Right.
That's why I want to know, how did you fall? You weakened the nation.
That's right.
I took down good Masha as long as his hands stayed up. Y'all didn't know why they put 2 thieves beside Yahusha.
Keep his hands up.
It was to make sure his hands stayed up. And they were also there to make sure he dashed your feet against a stone. He had to put him there. They was symbolic being there. What did y'all think was going on? The man told y'all in the 5th chapter of the book of Yahusha, if you search the Qatar, in them you think you have Kai. He said, they talking about me.
That's right.
That they put 2 beside to make sure I kept my hand. As long as he kept his hand up, we won.
That's right.
We won. Don't know one of them like, yeah, hey,
Yeah.
we did it, baby. Yeah, yeah.
That's
We
right.
won.
Yeah.
That's why he kept his hands up. Where y'all think they get that stuff from? You thought they made it up? They got it from us.
That's right.
See, when Yahusha and them looking, they looking at something that hadn't happened yet, and you trying to put together something. All I do, I come back, I can read it now. I couldn't have did it when he was here, not when they was telling it, because it hadn't happened yet. All they saying it figure, when they saw stuff was staggered, it wasn't exactly just clear for them. So that's why when we come along now, it's our oral for because it make clear. See, when he told you about Masha, when these guys spoke, they spoke in dog speeches. Mm-hmm. It was dark for them. They didn't have the Auryah we got now. Auryah done came. That's how we know it done shine to us now. Because it's clear what he was talking about now. To them, how's it going to be clear to man happen? Folks couldn't have saw that. It was dark. Let's see what he told you right quick. Say that I had to come and show up something. Well, now I'm putting both of them together. 12th chapter book of Alyahu. They call Exodus. No, I don't want to make it Bamot bar. I'm sorry, Bamot bar. They call Numbers. Bamot bar 12 and 1. The actual name is called Bamot bar. It means in the wilderness. The bar, Beth for in Matbar, wilderness. I got it? It means in the wilderness. Bamot bar, that's where they were at. What's in the wilderness? Trees. When Yahusha opened the man's eyes, what he told me he seen?
Men and trees.
He saw men, what they do?
Trees.
They look like trees. You know, you can start looking like your environment. Your environment can shape how you look. When you look at people in Africa, you don't see no light-skinned white people. Most of them dark because the sun, the region around them shape them. You can look at people that from Africa, you can tell they're from Africa. They don't look no way like us if their parents done came over and mixed and then. Otherwise, you'll look at Africa, you can tell, you be like, you from Africa. You tell the island. You can tell the island, you can say, you're not from here. They be like, oh, how you know? You be like, it's the way you look. Because your surrounding begins to shape how you look. Now, you see some folks, you say again, you tell that guy that from the project, that guy been in prison. You can tell, you look at it, you say, oh, he been locked up. You be like, what, give it away? Joe got a tattoo, said prison 50 years. Be like, something mysterious about it. Man got a prison 50 years across the head. He still got the uniform on. But you see what I'm saying? Your surroundings begin to shape you. So here people they done dwelt here among trees. So their surroundings are going to shape how they look. You got it? Just like y'all do. People look at you, you go other place, pick up, you're American. You be like, huh? How you know American? You can tell. Your smell too give you away. That's how Yahusha knew who Asu was and knew who Yaakov was. Because the smell of them. He knew because he told him one was of the field. He told him he could smell you. It's a smell. People from Europe could smell you and tell them, you're not from here. That's crazy. How you know? Because they know the smell. They don't wear that stuff. That soap, deodorant, it give off an odor. They don't wear it. They do. Right. They wear natural body odor. So you identify people. See, that's stuff you need to know. Your reason what you do is going to shape you. Let me see now. Asu, what was he? He was a planter of the field.
Field.
You just went for that legend.
He's a hunter.
He was a cunning hunter.
I know. In the field.
He was a hunter.
Yes, sir.
He's fine in the field. Hunting. That's amazing. Because when your cold had to imitate him, you know he wound up taking some goat hair to put on him.
That's right.
Because a hunter, you ain't gonna believe what a hunter do. A hunter will make himself look like what he's hunting so he can get closer on it. Yeah. Amazingly, his brother had to put on animal skin to emulate him in the hair. He was a hunter. Wow. Here it was when Adam fell, he went among the trees and he put on badger skin.
Leaves.
So what now?
Leaves.
Why would he put on leaves here among trees?
Blend in.
Because I need to mix in with my environment. My environment shapes me. It ain't that hard. That's my environment. My environment shaped me. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So what you think the purpose is for us to cohabitate together? So the environment can shape you. Workmanship.
Yeah.
Craftsmanship. I make you according to your environment. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what a lot of people don't get this information. What's the environment? Why you think he told you not to forsake the assembly of ourselves together?
That's right.
That's right.
You know why they couldn't tell Yahusha apart from the Methodist? See that? He shaped them.
That's right.
Why them folk come walking? I mean, I know you from anywhere. Oh, that's because they were together so much. Who was who? Unless somebody gave them a sign.
That's right.
And what do Yehuda look for? A sign, a art. You see how stuff makes sense?
Sir.
It's gotta make sense to y'all. How you gonna? It don't even make sense. Save me. Okay, this is how I save you. I don't understand it. They don't understand you're not gonna be saved. It don't make sense. Everything that he gives us to do, it's a sensibility we gotta have. You gotta have an understanding for it. And it's not complex like people try to make it for us. People try to make it complex because they want to put their own spin on it to keep you away from it. Yeah. Most of our people give up, it's the fear of it. It's too much. I can't understand it. But when you sit down and think on a natural course of a thing, that's how we understand it. Okay? All right. Let's see how this work out. Let's see this. Then Marim, not Miriam, and Aharon, not Aaron, spake the bird to Masha because of your book said Ethiopian woman is Cushite. We don't know what an Ethiopian is, and white people don't need it. They do know, but they'll tell you that because they know you don't know no better. I meet somebody that tell me they're Ethiopian, I said, bad, you don't even know who you are. But then I was afraid I didn't know who I was. They told me I was a black, and I was American. Black is something that don't exist.
Yeah.
So none of us know who we are because white people gave us titles.
That's right.
Now we had to come back, and it's not because she's from Cush.
That's right.
Cush is the reason. Cush is a region. It's a bigger region. What they call Ethiopia was a great empire.
That's right.
They took them down. Now, the man, Haile Selassie, nobody even know where his body at. These white folk wiped him out. See, most of y'all don't know, I had to tell y'all about that. Haile Selassie, y'all know all these folks, the Queen Elizabeth came to see him.
Yeah.
Every one of these presidents and these leaders came to see this black man.
That's right. That's right.
They came to see him because he told he was an emperor. Do you know these folks? These folks come see him now and get on their knees in front of the man and do like, listen while he's standing before him.
That's right.
Put me a picture, let him say it. You ever saw that before?
That's right.
These crackers will never show you this. They great white warrior, all their great leaders have come to see Haile Selassie and they had to get on it. He didn't bow for none of them. Queen Elizabeth came to see him. He wasn't bow to none of them. He told him he was an emperor. He told him I'm the son of Dawood. He told him David. All of them had to come see Haile Selassie. He was a retard. Look at him. You see, this her.
Yes, sir.
The woman can't nobody touch.
That's right.
You see him on his knee bowing before her. Haile Selassie wouldn't do it. You said you said they had a great. When you seen Queen Elizabeth do this to anybody else?
Never.
When these folk come see him, you better bow your. Look at him with that stuff on. You better bow before him.
That's right.
All these crackers them bow before him. Don't let them folk make no fool like you tell what they won't do. This black man sold him, made them buy into what he told them. Bob Marley sung about him. You listen to his song, he'll tell you about him in a minute. Haile Selassie. And he tell you about them as a holy Messiah. He talking about Haile Selassie. We're jamming. You ever heard this song talking about I'm jamming? And I hope you like a jamming too. Tell him about Haile Selassie. You pay attention, listen to him, he's slipping right out. You heard him say it before, say yeah.
Yeah.
These folks don't even know he stuck it in on them. He sung about, he told y'all who he was. He told you that Haile Selassie, he told them he was the Messiah. Listen, black man, about this tall, kept 2 lions beside him. Yes, sir, that's right. That's how white folk, listen, the man kept 2 lions. He told them, man, tell them, no, man, I'm the son of Dawood. 2 lions right beside him, not chained up and held back by nobody. No white folk, look at they coming back. They should have a picture of him with them crap outside on the ground, listen with the knees just looking up like they with their hands down. Celestial just standing there and look at him. They kill that man and hit his body. They only let you get his body. I don't know why they want to teach you about him in history. Look at him sit on that throne. You picking up on him? Look at him. This old white bitty don't go see nobody.
That's right.
Now you got to ask yourself, look at these folks, they come to see this man.
That's true.
Y'all see Haile, she ain't been here no one time. These folks come to see this man. You see this? Hanging, look at it, right beside her touch her. You can't even touch her.
That's right.
When Michelle Obama touched her hand, y'all remember that?
Yeah.
They had a fit. They
Yep.
got her, but they said, you don't touch her. She was like, I didn't know. They said, you don't never touch her. She royalty. Y'all didn't know that I did it. Oh, they got her behind for that. First lady of the United States, which equivalent to a queen, went over there to meet Queen Elizabeth I and touched her hand, and they lost it on her.
Yep, that's right.
They heard, no, what you do? You don't touch her. Nobody can tell Haile Selassie that. Look at them. These folks know they're extending their hand out there, man. Look at him. Man, kept, look at her. These the lepers he kept with him, too. Look how big them things are. Well, I mean, cheaper. I'm sorry, cheap. Look how huge these things are, though. That's how the man went. The man let him know, listen, man, I'm the emperor. I'm an emperor. These folks didn't teach him now. Look at these here lions. Look at these baby kitty cats. Man, they're big and he ruled over them. He let them people know, listen, he carried himself like, you say you're an emperor? Then you should be ruling over something. Your dominion supposed to be over the rocks and over the animals. That's why he was showing these people, I do stuff y'all white people can't do. These animals subject to me. Look how huge these things are. Y'all see how he got people that, hold on, with him in the, you see how they got the man in the background, the 5 men holding them back from him? Every time you see white folk, they got a muzzle on them.
Yep.
Some on their cloud pull them back. You know, ooh, he's so great. Where the muzzles at? They show any more picture of them bowing down from him. That's when you confident in who you are. See, how white people beat you, they took your confidence. They hate me because I got confidence. Hey, look, listen, let them have. That man look there, I got that. I should be ruling over them. Hold on, look at him. Look at Haile Selassie right here, go down his knee. Look at him. He's bowing right now. Y'all see him bowing? Who y'all see bowing? That's what you do when you get in front of an emperor. When Yahusha will come back here, you ain't gonna believe it. Every knee gonna bow. That's why he meant get on their knees. He was trying to prove definitively that you're supposed to get on your knees when you see me. And they gonna have to confess that he was an emperor. No, call me the goose. You know I'm an emperor. You know, motherfuckers say, well, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just politics. He wouldn't stand for it. Get on your knees. They knew when they came to see him. Get on your knees. Bow before me. That's the same thing your book told you about Yahusha. You the only people, they sit around and make you bow, they make you beg, they make you fold for them.
Yeah.
See, that's why you come here, you got to think for yourself.
Right.
Why they don't teach you about this in your history school? Y'all see, these people ain't crazy. They know you bow before an emperor. Look at him. A black man. And they hate it.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that crown. See, that's what an emperor's hat. That's how an emperor hat goes. Them jokers got the crown. An emperor hat goes up just like that. We got it from the olive.
That's right.
You look at some of the olive, their horns will go straight up. That's the emperor's hat. And we know this is symbol of authority. And then the man wear general clothes. That's the same thing in Yahusha. So you know he was a warrior. Hold on for a minute. Where y'all think Castro copied that stuff from?
That's right.
Every time you see Castro, he wore military
That's
fatigue.
right. Yes, he did.
When they saw Yahusha in Shaman, they told you the man walked around, he had a robe, and he had a vest shoe, and he had a sword in his hand. I'm always ready to fight.
That's right.
Where y'all think he got that from, keeping a sword in his hand?
Nakumya.
He told them they were building the wall, they were supposed to keep a sword in one hand while they worked with the other one. When they saw Yahusha in Shaman, he had a sword. He was letting them folk, while I'm working, I'll fight at any time. That's why he wore that. White people weren't stupid, they saw him with that military, because they knew what that meant. That this man will fight at any time.
Yes, sir.
They gonna go out with some slippers on. Bedroom clothes on. Hey man, you know what? Castro kept him at bay like that.
He did.
All these people knew about him.
That's right.
Castro didn't watch this man. That's why every time you see he wore military clothes and Castro kept a beard.
Yeah, that's right.
They wanted him to shave. He told them, listen, he said at 15 minutes out of my day, I could be doing something else.
That's right.
Shaving. He said, that's how long it take him to shave, 15 minutes. They wanted him to shave. He said, wouldn't do it. So I could be doing something else with 15 minutes of my life. They asked him about his military clothes. He told him he was always at war. he wouldn't wear it. You'll see a couple of shots they'll show him when he went and he'll put on a suit. Castro get up every day, he put on his fatigues. Made sense. He fought to get the position. Why am I taking it out? Don't you know there's always somebody trying to uprise and take it?
Yeah, that's right.
So he kept his military fatigues on. Same thing you said, look at him. What are they gonna do? You think this white woman didn't know what that meant? Here we are at a ball doing something, this man still sitting here with military fatigue on, with all his stuff on. We could break out fight right here at this party.
That's right.
How many of y'all done been to parties and fight break out?
Yes, sir.
Guess what? He look at, I've been to plenty of them parties. They met around, they might turn into a gangster party. So he had to be ready for him.
Yes, sir.
I know that's a break off from what y'all know, but y'all need to know that. Look at him. You see him get on his knees and say, well, you do it for me, I do it for you. Y'all need to know this, don't you? That our people actually more distinguished than what these people told us.
Yeah.
They white president, they church here, all these folk done came to see him, the people from England, all these folk came to see, and they had to bow before him. They got it from Yahusha, Yosef. When Yosef rode before him, who they called Joseph, you know what everybody did? They bowed the knee before him.
That's right.
Our people, we used to this.
Church.
I told y'all when's the church here came. Look at him. One of the greatest prime minister of England.
Yeah.
You see that? Look how he bowed down before Churchill. All these folks know about Winston Churchill. Why you see him? Why you don't see this man doing it? You think something about him. Haile Selassie didn't think nothing about it.
That's right.
That's right.
After all, you came to see me.
That's right.
After they got Haile Selassie down, them folks ripped and raw Ethiopia. They took it down, let Muslims start running it.
Yeah.
Look at Queen Elizabeth, let her come to play with their horse. Go take that, you walk over there with a horse and take it front and see won't they shoot you. She even had to honor that man's horse. Yahusha was World War I. They saw him riding upon a white horse.
That's right.
See, that man was similar. He was trying to show these people, and them white folks weren't stupid. They knew what this man was doing. You the only people don't know nothing. How would you know? Who taught you? Well, they folks, look at him. I get you back here, man. These white woman had the oldest shit. She got to get on her knees. Boy, that be tight.
Yeah.
The book told you that he was gonna make these folks bow before
That's
you, so they gonna know
Yes,
that he'll harm you.
Yes, sir.
You scared? You scared? Don't you know they belong to you? He chunked them on this. He chunked them with Jesus.
Yep. That's right.
But that just show you they knew that man knew something.
Yeah.
You think they folks flew over there and bowed in front of that man because they thought it was a joke? And people taking pictures of this stuff. And he don't do it to me. You a king, I'm a queen, you bow for me. It'll never happen. I don't even respect you. I don't respect your titles. How many of y'all learned something? That's what I do. I want y'all to always be smart on what these people done told. Y'all young people remember this. Don't let them folk fool you. These white folks, look how that man dressed. You see he got all their clothes, them clothes we would have wore.
That's right.
You see how they dressed to say, see how his crown is.
That's right.
You folks had you running, that's why they give you them little princess story, little king story, make you look at white people different, look like they could save you. Snow White, bite an apple, white woman high on LSD, white man come kiss her and get up. Don't believe that stuff.
That's right.
No good girls on LSD. I ate so many apples, I ain't never passed out. I had to go to the bathroom, I ain't passed out.
That's right.
Turn around those 7 door.
That's right.
7 pieces of crack.
That's right.
All right, let's get back to what we got. Yeah, just try to teach y'all a little something. No one, so let's go ahead and show how they work out. So we went to there because we were talking about Cush. Cush is the proper name, not Ethiopia. A Cushite woman. Let's see what it told us. This is marked by Numbers chapter 12, they call it, 12 and 2. And they said, has Yahuwah spoken only through Masha? That's a question. Has he not also spoken through us? And Yahuwah heard it. Because now now Maureen and Aharon's decided that he's not just talking through Masha, he using me too. Now the man Masha was very humble, more than any Ish who was on the piney of the Auryah. Now, this is where they mess us up. The man that told you Adam, the mankind, more than any of mankind type. So now what they teach us when they taught us this with meat is that he wouldn't hurt a fly. Masha killed people.
Yeah.
His humble was how he was submissive to Yahuwah. They'll try to use this to try to oppress us, to teach us. See, Masha wouldn't, like they say, he wouldn't harmless, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Show me where it say he wouldn't harmless, he wouldn't hurt a fly. When you talking about humble, you talking about somebody coming under the subjection of. This showed you this man was more willing to subject himself to Yahuwah than anybody else he could find, as was Noah in the days when he built the ark. In his time period, there was nobody else he found more favor, more contour that he found that do his will. That's why he gave him the ark, the top of the bill. Masha was not humble, he wouldn't kill nobody, but he would subject himself to the will of Yahuwah. Y'all got it? All right, next verse. Suddenly Yahuwah said to Masha and to Aharon and to Marim, you three come out to the tent of the appointment. That's everybody who would come to seek Yahuwah would come to appear before the Mashkan. So the three of them came out. Then Yahuwah came down in a pillar of a cloud and stood at the doorway of the tent. He called Aharon and Marim when they both came forward. He said, hear now my Dabarim, if your Nabi is of Yahuwah, I shall make myself known to him in a Kazum, I shall speak to him in a Kalamut, in a dream. That's how he said, I'll give him a vision, I'll speak to him in a Kalamut, dream. Not so with my Abad, Masha. That's not how I talk to him. Masha don't have to go to sleep to hear me, and I don't have to give him no vision. Y'all got it? He is Amunah in all my beth, in all my house. With him I speak how? No dreaming, no revelation. Even openly, and not in a, when something's dark, it's hard for you to see it. This is how the Nabi spake. They spoke in dark speeches. You got it? It wasn't clear. So when Yeshayahu and all them spoke, they asked questions about things they saw because it wasn't clear. Now we have our I can show what they was trying to look at, and I can answer those questions now because it came to pass. Not when they spake it, because I'm going to be telling a lie. It was dark. No one hadn't seen it. They saw some things and saw him come down, but I don't understand how it fell. And he beholds the form of Yahuwah. So why were you not afraid to speak against my Abad, against Masha? You see what he was going to do? And he beholds the form of Yahuwah. That's how he was there and he appeared. Because Yahuwah told him what he was going to do. Now, where people mess up at, they'll go to the book of Auryah Shemut, and they'll take when Yahuwah, he asked Yahuwah to go up with them, and Yahuwah, and he won't know he had got favor, and Yahuwah put him in the cliffs of the rock and removed his hand. He never saw Yahuwah. Yahuwah told him, I'll pass over you and I'll remove my hand, and you'll see all my kaboom, but you won't see me. Right. Showing you Yahuwah was Amunah and showing he was faithful to what he said, he allowed Masha to come back while Yahusha was here. That's why he had to appear there. Those three. And they saw him.
Yes, sir.
The book had to be fulfilled. These people can't tell you why Masha was there. He just told you what he knew, and he beholds the form of Yahuwah. Yahushua told you himself in the 14th chapter, 1st Corinthians, he that has seen me has seen the Abba.
That's right.
So there was no way that Masha could have seen Yahuwah him. He had to see the Son. The Father, according to Yahushua, in the 4th chapter of the book of Yehukanan, 4:22, you worship.
You know not what?
We know what we worship. For salvation, it's of Yahuwah. But the hour coming, and now is when? No, when the true worshipers. They're going to Shekar Abba in the Ruach
and
Amat. Elohim is not he's a Ruach. And they that worship him, Shekar must worship him in the Ruach and Amat. So now it was important for he told you that he was going to behold the form of Yahuwah. That's why he had to appear there in the 9th chapter of the book of in Auryah. Because you couldn't see a spirit. When he appeared to them in the book of Auryah in the 24th chapter, when they was afraid and supposed they had seen a
ruach,
a spirit. He told them, why do thoughts arise in your heart? He said, a spirit don't have flesh and bones as I do. Handle me and see.
blood.
So Masha, he said, don't have flesh and blood. He said, a spirit don't have flesh and blood. All right, let's check it out and see. 24, pick it up, the book of Auryah, chapter 24, jump down about verse 35. Let's see. Let's see what he said now. Auryah. $24.35.
Bones.
I don't know everything. Let's see.
Austin led me.
Let's see what they call me raw. I'm just curious. 24:35. Auryah. Listen to the book.
And they told what things were done in the Durak.
And how?
He was known of them
In what?
breaking of Lakam.
So what happened?
And as they thus spake,
Who appeared?
Yahushua himself stood in the midst of them,
And said what?
and saith unto them, Shalom be unto you.
And what happened?
But they were terrified and affrighted
And suppose,
that they had seen a Ruach.
and what did he say?
And he said unto them,
Do what?
Why are ye troubled?
And why?
Do thoughts arise in your log?
It is who?
Behold my hands
And?
my regal,
What about
that
him?
it is I myself.
And what?
Handle me and see.
Why?
For a Ruach,
For a who?
Ruach,
Or what?
Ruach
The what?
hath not basar and dam as you see he has.
Oh,
You just added something.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
he did.
I know you did. I knew he had to add it. I didn't know where in the world he could have told you that. He bled out when he was up, though.
That's right. Does not have flesh and bones as you see me have.
That's what he was trying to tell him. See, he'd have got up with Dom, that'll put him right back in condemnable state. You fine. That's what I'm here for. See, y'all got to remember something. All these things are important of what he was trying to show you. If he'd have got up with flesh and blood, then we were right back to him not being the son of Elohim.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See, the first way we had to know the son of Elohim was the fact he was born of Elohim. That's how we knew Adam.
Right.
Adam had a deficiency. Who know what it was? He had too much blood. He had something what? He shaman to the debar. His deficiency was what? Shama. Shama is listening or hear. So you said he shama to the word. He heard the word. His deficiency was the blood, the dam. That's why people were having a hard time with accepting Yahusha with being the son of Elohim. Come on, man. You got play. You like me.
Yeah.
Nigga bleed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You operate just like I do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But now when he got up, he didn't have dam. Now you can see the difference.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see the difference. That was the difference. I'm operating just by Ruach. I'm showing you how the flesh can operate by Ruach and not be disciplined by the dam. Okay? By the life of the flesh. That's how the flesh live by the blood. So because you have blood, that's certain things you have to do. Listen, you heard eat till your blood tight?
Yes.
Live till your blood tight. I had an uncle, he had illnesses. You know what? He had to leave Georgia where he was born and go live somewhere because of the illness, because his blood tight. He couldn't breathe, couldn't work. It wouldn't allow him to stay here. His kids were here. His wife was here. He left her. He couldn't stay here no more. He had to leave. Born, raised right here. Because of his blood type, how things happen, he had to leave for his life. That's what happened when you got blood. He had a discipline to it. If he stay, he's going to be sick and he's going to die. So what you gonna do? Be stupid and stay in? So that's why Yahusha got rid of all the deficiency.
Right. Right.
There ain't nothing keeping me from serving him.
That's right.
That's the difference.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
That's the difference. Now, and also in doing what he did, he also showed us how to live and break the discipline that what the flesh gives. Because first thing for us to accept that is, come on. Any of us can do what he did when he got up. If I ain't got no dumb living, operating, disciplining me, of course, what's going to keep me from obeying and doing what he told me to do? So it would need for me to see him to manifest it and declare who he was while it was in him. Who gonna believe me? I tell them I'm the son of Alyahu. I'm a man with parents, mother and father. I'm a man right here on the earth, eat, mess, and go to the bathroom. Who gonna believe that statement? Don't make sense. He told it, and then he showed and demonstrated.
Right.
Alyahu himself declared that with his being. You ain't gonna believe it. Why the dumb was in him? Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
All these things have reasoning factors. Because the first thing everybody thinking, when I die, then I'm going to be, you got to do it now. You got to declare it now. He declared his while he was here. While it was in him. He declared while he was here. When he was immersed, he ain't had no dumb in him.
That's right.
But the Ruach Khan said, this him.
That's right.
Right.
This is Yada, and I'm well pleased with him. Which man a man can please him in the flesh if he submit himself to the bar.
Right.
Sir.
Right.
Sir.
Got it? There's certain people because they're blood type, there's certain stuff they can't do, can't eat, can't do. Just can't do it. Blood type won't let them. Allergic reaction, you can't do it. That's all because of your blood. That's why I need for a man to get rid of it. Because it'll hold it, restrict you. See, to really be fully come in compliance with that, you have to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
But now, guess what happened? Before you get to that point, you got to be able to break some disciplines now. That's what they did. They broke some disciplines now. How many of y'all know a man needs somewhere to stay? What you going to do when the man say he ain't have nowhere to stay? You breaking a discipline. What, you some kind of animal or something? What are you, living outside, some kind of animal? Everybody know a man needs somewhere to stay, a man needs shelter. You just broke a discipline. Everybody know when you hungry, what you need to do?
Eat.
But he didn't. No sooner he got through fasting, the Satan appeared to him and tried to get him to eat.
That's right.
And everybody would come and say, no, you got through fast. The first thing you do, you get through fasting. Get something to eat. He said, I got to break that discipline. He was trying to show people, right now, I'm in that situation. I ain't in the situation with no blood. I'm in a situation with blood. Now, how that work? You got it? I need to know how it works with blood. Okay? The operation without, okay. But I got it. How do I operate with it?
Right. That's right.
Because I got blood type issue. I got desires. I got needs. I got wants. How does it work with blood?
Yes, sir.
And still be the Ben Alyahu.
That's right. That's right.
See? Don't worry about y'all good. Listen, all we do is bounce things off and get an understanding of what it works,
Yes,
how
sir.
things actually work. Got it? You got to first learn how to break it with it. People trying to live without it. Let me show you how to live with it. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you have to do things to put yourself in a situation to break that stigma, break that norm. Sometimes we got a discipline norm. We say, I'm just get it up for a minute. Let's do that. Because you try to break it. You don't want to always just stay a consistent way that they just do what they want to have. Because otherwise, it'll take control. It will. A lot of times, certain stuff you get, it'll pull you away. It won't draw you closer. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. Some of these folks tell you, man, some stuff that you want, you get it. It'll be the thing that'll pull you away.
True. It's true. It's true.
It'll pull you away. It'll worry you to death. It'll nag you. It'll antagonize you all the time. So we try to come in, we try to get it. See that? That's what we try to get you to realize. It don't have flesh and bones. That's how we knew when Yahusha, when he told Masha that he was going to behold a form. He can't say, how you see the form of a spirit? That's right. I need to show you an image. So I'm going to set so you can actually be with the image. That was his word. And guess what that showed me? And you need to know that even if I moved, he's still able to do what he say he'll do. Told Abraham, said, listen, I'm going to multiply. Abraham never seen that. But he didn't move from it. He didn't move from it. He already had given him an example to show him what he could do. Hello? When Abraham knew about these things, Abraham didn't even have a wife by his kid. He had a kid by his handmaid, bondwoman. You know what Abraham had an ideal of knowing? That he gonna make me some children, not just from her, they gonna multiply from somewhere else. That all the way he gonna make me gonna come out from somewhere else. All of them didn't come out from his, not from his first wife. Well, I mean from his handmaid. Hello?
That's right.
There were others.
That's right.
So he had an idea of how this is going to work.
That's right.
Hello? I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know. All of us don't got the same mother, do we? But we can still be brothers.
That's right. That's right.
And sisters.
That's right. That's right.
All we needed was the same father.
Yes, sir. That's
Hello?
right.
We don't all need the same mother. We just need the same father.
That's right. That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Because a father can put everywhere.
That's
Not
right.
a mother. That father can see anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right? And that's all we needed was the father.
Yes, sir.
We got different mothers in there, but we still seeded out from the same father.
That's right.
In the book, declared in the book of Zechariah, have we not all?
One out.
When our 12 uncles went up to see Pharaoh, they tried to tell him, no,
Yeah.
said, we all be the sons of one man.
One man. That's right.
They couldn't say, well, that's their declaration, that they all seeded out from one man.
That's right.
They don't say nothing about all those came from no same mother. All of those, the 12 Matar don't all have the same mother,
Nope.
but they all have the same,
Abba.
they got the same Abba.
That's right.
Hello? That was a declaration. That's why it's so important to watch him, learn about him, and embrace the information. To look at it makes sense of how he operated and did things. The people he came to were in the flesh. Yahuwah came to us, he was Ruach. How you understand what I'm doing if you spirit? How you fathom that? How you put that together? What I can do, what I can't do, and my struggle, you spirit. How that work? So it was needful. Huh? Y'all know, okay, when it came down to Sodom and Gomorrah, it was told about, and all that little huncher, men. You know what Yahuwah said he was going to do?
Go down and see.
Why he didn't go? You had to send some men down there.
That's right.
Some people that can verify, some people that know.
That's right.
Some people who can understand, some people that can make a judgment call on that.
That's
If
right.
I go, I already know what my decree is, but it ain't you.
Yeah.
You know how easy it is to judge somebody that ain't your situation? How many of y'all in here never smoked crack? Okay, some of these folks lie. But anyway, how many people in here have used crack? Okay. So let me tell you how it works for people that hadn't used it. That's dumb and stupid. There's no way in the world. See, I won't judge it rightly from the perspective of you have to have dealt with, had a similar type situation to understand the struggle of it and to know whether or not it's something it can be overcome.
Right.
So when Yahusha came, he had to put on something that could let him feel our infirmities. Then judge it. Sit down and smoke this crack and then stay on it for a minute, then show me how to get off of it. You just said stop. Smoke it. Let's see. The whole purpose of giving you a Rosh Hashanah, because he also had to have a problem. You didn't have a Rosh Hashanah that didn't have one. The book said he also himself was compared with weaknesses. So he ain't had no weakness and no struggle, no fight. How that gonna work for you? You come tell about yours and try to tell you about getting you delivered. Oh, I ain't never struggled with nothing. I ain't never had no problem. How that's gonna work? How you know how to go offer for me if this hadn't been your issue? Similarly, I ain't saying he had to do it, but the book say he himself also was compassed about with infirmity. He had to have some weakness. The whole purpose of him he had to. You should have to have weaknesses.
Right.
How is he gonna get up here and he gonna plead for me? You don't even, how you gonna plead it?
Right.
You don't know nothing. Well, I don't know, but I'm just gonna, you're a bad attorney. I need somebody to make himself become like me. Plead it like it was you. And you know me and you understand me. That's how I need you to go ahead and plead for me. I need you fighting like that. When that Rosh Kohan went in there, that's what I had to look at. I know what I want. I know what I want. And that's what you want. I know how to ask him. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on. See, that's the problem you got. You going to somebody who ain't got any idea of what the struggles or what a person go through and what a person had to deal with. You need somebody who understand all that and who know how to go and know how to appeal and know how to give your case to them and can get it overturned. You need somebody who can move the court.
Right. Right.
For those that don't know what the term means, move the court, that means change your position. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to be able to do with Yahuwah. See, when Yuna was sent to go and tell them in Nineveh, which is in Babylon, 40 days. The court had already ruled. The court ruled in 40 days they were going to kill in Nineveh. Everybody's going to die in Nineveh. 40 days. But Yuna went there and talked to him. See, when you put somewhere and you can't see how you're going to get out and you got to beg for your life, you're going to be the best person going to talk to them people, give them the time. When you ever had yourself stuck in a building and you've been sitting down there, man, you don't know when you're going to get out, how you're going to get out. And you know definitely enemy, when you get out that situation, you're going to be the best person to go and talk to them people and get them to turn to try to get this turn. Because I remember when I went my own way, I was doing my own thing. And the man caught me up. I like not to be him. 40 days, that man said he going to kill y'all. Everybody here going to die in 40 days. Man, when that man heard it, we could see look at that man's expression and how much care that man had and empathy and what he was trying to get and express across them folk. Everybody fast. Everybody. Yeah. Children, don't breastfeed one baby. Don't give an animal a drop of water, nothing. He made everybody fast.
That's right.
You will turn and repent.
That's right.
That's called he moved the court.
Yes, sir.
Caused them to change position. I got people that know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
He moved the court.
Yes, sir.
At this time, we like the court to move. Yahuwah turned.
Yes, sir.
That's what he did. He turned.
Yes, sir.
40 days, he was going to destroy them. Now, you know, them people setting up and they waiting. Who know they waiting on? They waiting on court. Did y'all know they were waiting on court? Because he said we're going to rise up with this Tuladar.
That's right.
And they were going to condemn it. Because they repented when they heard Yuna.
Yeah.
So now, a greater hill now than Yuna.
Yeah.
So they repented. When they heard it, they turned. Huh? Got the court to change position. Before 40 days. And these folks saying, man, I don't know how I'm going to turn away. You better do it quick.
That's right. Yes, sir.
You better do it quick. You ain't got long.
That's right.
Because Yahuwah come and destroy you.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Yeah, man, listen. Man, y'all need to get to know this, man. I hard this, man.
Yes, sir.
Take a dumb old fella like me, I can see it. It just makes sense. I ain't got no fight with the man. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Man done showed me, said, listen, man, I can do it either way, which is easy. He said, I can do it in the flesh, I can do it out the flesh. He said, I can prove definitively I was his being on both ends. Huh? Then show you how to make it eternal. I'm working to get the eternal statement. Y'all got it, because while I'm here now, it's going to be a constant struggle. It's designed, it's a constant struggle that the flesh has things it want to do, and eventually it's working to be contrary to what the Ruach wants. It's just natural. It's contrary to what it wants. Listen, when it comes down to the Ruach, it's complete submission. Flesh don't want no complete submission. The flesh got stuff it want to do. Come on, be practical. Y'all got it? But we saw a man that broke the will of the flesh. He broke it. He never gave it a shot. It can be subdued. You can subdue the flesh. And we need to know that. So we can become the alum being of Elohim. All right, forever. That's the only reason to do it. Forever. It's a fight now, but ain't a fight we're trying to do forever. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go back and look at something so I can look at it. They call fourth chapter right quick, the book of 14th chapter of the book of Auryah. Going. Y'all require some work. Why y'all just can't be some people just take for word for it? I could have been through in 30 minutes. Started to tell y'all what he said, and that's it. Somebody shout, keyboard start playing. They ain't got the ammonia put on their nose, bring them back through.
That's right.
We be here like a dog-cat fight. Could have been through. But y'all require information. So that's the fourth chapter. I want the book of the book of Yeshayahu, 14 and 12. So we didn't finish that up, get that finished and go. Before you get that, they'll say I left it out. Malachi, chapter 4. They call it Malachi. I got to get that for the record. They forgot. I forget. My boss said, don't leave it, because they're going to say you ran from it. How about that? Fourth chapter of the book of Malachi. It's your last book before they call the New Testament.
3.
Fourth chapter. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, that's good. His mama got the wrong book. Now, look in the book of Malachi. They call it Malachi. Malachi. You fine. Fourth chapter. No, you fine. You got to answer. No, that fourth
That's
chapter.
right.
There you go. Fourth chapter. You see a fourth chapter now? That's what I do. I cause you to see. He fine.
That's right.
That's right. You good. That's a
That's
question
right.
y'all don't know. Y'all got it? Fourth chapter?
Yes, sir.
Malachi. They fine. Yeah. If you can't see it, that's what we asking wrong, ain't it? I cause him to see.
That's right.
We go ahead and look. We working together.
Yes, sir.
Come on, he did nothing. He'd have been in one of them churches. The spirit run down and strike him. But you at home, man, what we teach.
That's
We wanna
right.
Make sure we know.
Yes, sir.
Listen, we don't know these people report. These folks don't control us out there.
That's right.
These folks ain't got no order for it. That stuff don't work for us. When
That's
I ask
right.
y'all give an answer, what they gonna do? Kill us? We ain't did no sin. We ask them so we can find out what does it say, right?
That's right.
We good. That's what we here to do. This is the fourth chapter, and he put the 6th verse. We do 4 and 4. This is the fourth chapter of the book of I hadn't read this now. I don't know how to read him, but we'll see. This is the fourth chapter of the book of Malachi. It means his messenger, Malachi. Malachi means Malachi is what they call it. It means his messenger.
Right.
So look at Malachi. You know what it is? His messenger. That means you got to have a scripture for me next time. Listen to what he told you. Remember the Torah of Masha, my abode, even the statutes and the ordinance, which I commanded to use Amar. No, commanded him in, it's Horeb in your book. He's saying it's Koreb. For all Yasharal, let's see what happened. Behold, I am sending you.
Alyahu.
Wow. Ain't that who Yahusha was talking to?
Yes, sir.
Masha and Alyahu?
Yes, sir.
He just, listen, I'm sending you Alyahu, the Nabal. Listen when? Before the coming of the great and the terrible yom of Yahuwah, the awesome day of Yahuwah. That's why you had to see Alyahu.
Right.
That's why you had to see Masha.
Right.
Because he had told Masha that he was going to see his form. So Masha had to see him before that time come in, before he come in and destroy that place, his appearance.
Right.
Alyahu had to come because he told you, I'm sending you Alyahu.
Right.
Listen when he was going to say him, before the coming of the great, and they put terror. They using it for the awesome day, or they using it for a destructive day, Boston? How they use a terrible him? They use dreadful. They said dreadful day. You got to check behind these people. Let's see what he's trying to say terrible for. Nara is the word he used. Let's see what they use. Let's check behind him and them. How about that? Because sometimes he gets stuff wrong. And they get stuff wrong. Oh, to fear, to revere, to frighten, so dreadful. So King James said, when you find the words of fright, to make afraid, or dreadful, or fearful, or fearfully, or fearing, or reverence, see, terrible, act this thing, act, terrible act, or terrible actness, however they want to put it. Then he said in King James Version, it's rendering this word, Yara. Yarin. Y'all see that? That's what he's rendering when we find it. So that's why we want to see this is what James put to disguise this word. Got it? And that's what we look at, to frighten. So when Yahuwah come back here, so now this is what he had to do. He had to send you all Yahoo, and he had to hit Masha had to see him before that dreadful time. Y'all got it? That's important for you to know this. Let's see what happened. At Kazum 1:8, they call it Revelation. Let's see this. Listen, that makes sense. He's Abari, they call Hebrew, okay? He's Abari, and listen to his speech. I am Aleph and the two. Your book says I am Alpha and Omega. Because Alpha is the beginning of the Greek alphabet, Omega is their last. So you see how they get you and they trick you up. The Greeks wanted you to know their discipline. And they're telling you that this man in Shamaim is talking to an Abari man who's writing to Abari people and the other people that Yara Hashem, that he is Alpha and Omega. The only thing our people will understand is he's the Aleph and the two. We know that the Aleph can lead. We know it can provide. It can protect. We know that it's strong. The two lets us know that he's not only just that, he's a sign. Yes, sir. See that? He put it as top.
Yeah.
Let's look this up. See that, boss? We got to catch this stuff. I really didn't pay his A no attention. I really don't pay this man. When I say his A, enter his A's. The A on his back and the A he put up here. But I appreciate you catching that. Now let's look this up so they can see that. Top, they put it here as top. So they use the V for the U. This way, it's the same spelling. Top, T-A-W, they put for the top, for the two. T-A-W. The W be the U. The U, yeah, the vowel, or the wall. Yeah, they say Yahweh. So they'll switch up and use this right here. But he's right though. He still, I want to use it though. They all use it. I just do T-U. I do T-U, yeah. But if not said, it'd be T-A-U. Two. That's only gonna be vowel point. I had to set a vowel point to do it too. I just did T-U. You know what I'm saying? I would've. But y'all see what the Greeks tell you down here, what the Greeks put. See, they put Alpha and Omega. See, when the Greeks wrote it, this is an English translation of the Greek. The Greek said, I am the Alpha and the Omega. Which one makes sense than when you're talking to Abari person, or Abari person that you get? We knew they had been under Greek rule. This is a Greek alphabet. But you got to remember, by this time period, they was under the Romans.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
They was under Roman rule.
That's right.
Okay? The Romans, the Latin already got their own alphabet system.
That's right.
They could say, I'm A to Z.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all say that? They was and you know, we'll say that, nigga A to Z. You know what I'm saying?
Also, if you were to use tau is in the middle of
The ta is what?
in the middle of the Greek alphabet.
The ta, not the N.
No, it's not the end.
No. Hold on. They got it down here at the end.
But it's not.
But so the Greek alphabet, the ta is not the N. They got it wrong. You know it's not the end. So it was in the spirit when you did that? It's spelled the same way, but it's with the V for them. They use the VA, T-A-V when they do it. They all jacked up anyway. Everybody copies from us. So they all copy from, just like they have a alpha, we have an aleph. You know, if you think about an alpha male is one that's going to be stronger, one that's in charge, that'll lead. That's what an alpha is. That's what you call an alpha male. You got it? That's what an alpha is. So that you can see everybody copies from what we do.
Right.
Y'all got it. So none of these people are original. So even though all they did is switch it up, and now everybody do that in a minute. They'll use alpha in a minute. You know right? They're gonna our people are gonna pledge alpha. They're gonna always reference an alpha dog, one that run. They always use it, but no people don't want to come back and use the olive because they moved away from it. They'll call it archaic now.
Right.
Because you put people back over to that system, then people are gonna move away. Which he told us to do, stand ye in the what?
Ways.
And it says stand by. Like we stand by, we don't look. We looked at the Greek, we look at the Latin, the Roman, we look at the Greek, then we look him. And then I'm asking, so Basha, where's the oldest one? Out of these him. That's what I'm gonna walk with.
That's right. That's right.
I stood by and looked at it. That's what he told me. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's what we're gonna go with.
That's right.
This is the oldest one here. You copied from him. Why am I gonna go with that? Just go back to where it started.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
That's how we do it. Okay, let's go back and look at that 1 and 8. Appreciate that. Appreciate the information. So people even look at that anyway. Okay, so I'm the aleph and the tut. And he let you know, that's where you'll start at. The aleph is your first alphabet. And the ending, so it makes sense it's the tut for us. Because the tut where it is, and the tut is also the mark and the sign.
Right.
When we saw him, because he was a sign.
Right.
So it's not just because of the first and the last, but in declaring it, both of them reference him.
Right.
Versatility, mark, sign, right? Signature. That's how we do it. That was Yahoo. That's what we were looking. We saw, how you think they said the truth this would have been Alyahu? We saw a signature that told about what he did. That's his signature. Yep. People listen, Masha is just being accused now for hacking in the U.S. Equipment. Y'all know how they said they found, how they know it? They said it's their signature. The way that they enter into the system and what they use to infiltrate the U.S. system into these companies, they not even tell you about it. It's real bad. Russia done went into listen, you had Defense Department, they went through all their stuff. They done hit major companies, and Trump not even talking about it. They talking about he need to tell these people how bad it is. They got Republican senators, they pissed. They said something need to be done to Russia now. This need to be addressed. They like, why are we dealing with this stuff? He needs to address this because they went through our system. And they said the reason they know, they said because it's their signature that they use, a signature move they use. I remember Jerry Seinfeld had, sometime when you can end with a twist.
Twirl, that's right.
A twirl. That's what his signature, that's my move.
That's right.
Sometimes what I do, my wife, we driving, I won't have one on seatbelt, I just hit the brake, I stick my hand right there and grab, stop short.
That's right.
So she'll follow my hand. I said, that's my move.
That's right. That's right.
Kramer tried to use it on George's mother.
That's right.
That's my move. Y'all remember that? He told
That's
you
right.
remember Uncle Ted? He said, that's my move, ain't it? But you know, it's a funny show in saying it, but he was like, so certain things that Alyahu did, when they saw Yahusha, they knew that's his signature. That's the two. So he wasn't just saying, I'm the first and the last, that they saying beginning and ending. He actually letting you know, what does the olive mean? What is the two? So it's more involved than just saying, oh, he first and last. Got it? What's the meaning of the olive? What's the meaning of the two? Beginning and the end, it says Yahuwah, the Elohim of hosts, and who is and who was and who is to come. Let's see what happens. Hold on. See if it's 7. Maybe it's 7. That's it. Behold, he comes with
Cloud.
Who comes with clouds? The sun. There we go again, this deflating Lucifer theory. And every eye shall
See him.
See that? Even those who pierced him, and all the matah of the arats. Matah is a word too for try. They might not have used it though. They use mishpachah, which is all the families. So he's saying all the families shall mourn over him, so shall it be among. Because they're going to mourn because he's going to inflict pain and suffering on them. So guess what happened? How we know this is going to happen is going to happen. Because we were supposed to look for somebody first. 128, the book of Yukonon. That's how this works. 128, Yukonon. They called John. I know we ain't finished up the other stuff. I hope y'all learned something.
Yes, sir.
Yukonon 128. Let's see what it said. Listen to the book.
These things were done in Bethabara beyond Yarden, where Yochanan was immersing. The next yom, Yochanan seeth Yahusha coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of Elohim, which taketh away the Qatar.
Well, actually, what he told us that he bears it. Well, it'd be the same thing because he's carrying it for us. So if somebody might say, let me get this load for you. So you basically looking at it, they will be taken away from you. Here they say he's bearing. So this is actually what's going to be symbolism for us. This is telling us he's in a feminine state. It's a feminine state. Who bears? Female. So he's going to bear the sins of the Auryahs. Who are we going to look at with this? Ka'ur. Right. Very good, Jahi. Very, very good. I'm not talking like, kids saying. He's exactly right. Because we're talking about a feminine. When have we seen a woman carry sin? Ka'ur, after they kata in the gone. In sorrow, she was going to bring forth. Right. It was symbolism to sin. That she was going to carry and bear sin. So now, if you're going to tell me then that he's going to bear my sins, this is not going to make sense unless you can try to show me how to reference that. You're going to have to reference it.
That's right.
Y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
That this man was bearing sin. But how? Okay. Let's see the next one. Who is this?
This is he of whom I said, after me cometh the Ish, which is preferred before me, for he was before me.
He said he was prior to me. Yeah, that's right. We explained that, didn't it? How he could come after and be before.
That's right.
When the two twins were in the womb.
Yes, sir.
One stuck out his hand first, which meant he was the first one. She tied the string around his wrist. He drew his wrist back, and the other brother came out. So that let them know that there was one that was before him. But he wound up coming before him, but the one after him was actually before him. That's how we understood this statement, that a man was going to come that's before me, for he was prior to me, which means I'm here now, but he was before me.
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
That's how we understood. Let's see the next verse. Listen.
And I knew him not.
See that? I didn't know him, but what happened?
But that he should be made manifest to Yasharal. Therefore am I come immersing with Ma'im.
See that? He said, that's why I came. I came before so he could be revealed, so he could be shown. Make known. Listen. Next one. All right.
And Yochanan bear record, saying, I saw the Ruach descending from Shamayim like a dove, and it abode upon him.
See that? And it rested. That's what I mean. It sat. It rested. It stayed on him. All right.
And I knew him not.
And I did not know him.
But he that sent me to immerse with Ma'im, the same said unto me,
what did he say?
Upon whom thou shalt see the Ruach descending and remaining on him.
And stand resting upon him.
The same is he which immerseth with the Ruach HaKadosh.
Yes, it's the one that's going to do it with the Ruach HaKadosh. Symbolism, I will use a Ma'im. What he's going to use is the Ruach. Come on. Next one.
And I saw and bear record that this is the Ben of Elohim.
See that? He said, I have seen and shall testify that he is the Ben of Elohim. Let's see the next one. Listen.
Again, the next yom after Yochanan stood, and two of his Talmudim.
Talmudim, yeah. were with him. What happened?
And looking upon Yahusha as he halaked, he saith, Behold, the Lamb of Elohim.
Okay. 37. Okay.
And the two Talmudid heard him speak, and they followed Yahusha.
See that? And they went after Yahusha and they found that's who it was. Let's see. All right.
Then Yahusha turned and saw them following, and saith unto them, What seek ye? They said unto him, Moray, which is to say, or Adon, which is to say, being interpreted, Master, where dwellest thou?
Okay, where you lodging? Next one.
He saith unto them, Come and see. They came and saw where he dwelt, and abode with him that noon, for it was about the 10th hour.
Hold what you got. Go back up to 1 and 18. Let's see that. All right. No man has ever seen Elohim. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he had to see the image. He's still testifying that now. Let's see. 19. Down. You skip some. You're right. The only being who is in the bosom of the Abba, he declared it. We talked about that, right? In the bosom. What do y'all know about the bosom? That's right. He won't forget his suckling child. That breastfeed. He said a mother can't do it because it's in her bosom. Right. How she gonna forget it? She got to feed it right down the breast. So he knew that the son ate from the father. So he knew I can't forget him. That's what we're trying to do. Yahuwah can't never forget. Y'all know Hayward started crying. Tell me. Yeah. This is the testimony of Yahuwah. Y'all hear this? This is the testimony of Yahuwah. This is the testimony of Yahuwah when the Yahudim sent Kohanim and Luim from Jerusalem to ask him, who
are you?
Let's see. He admitted and did not deny. He admitted saying, I am not the Mashiach. Next verse. They said to him, who are you? Are you
Alyahu?
What happened? He said, I am not. Are you the Nabal? He answered, no. So what did they know? They knew destruction was coming.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all remember the book of Malachi and Malachi, he told you, behold, I send you all Yahweh.
That's right.
Before that great and destructive time.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
That's why they want to know who was he. Are you the Mashiach? Because they knew they were waiting on the anointed one to come.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew they had to also be looking for Auryah. So from the time Auryah pop on the scene, they knew destruction is getting ready to follow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how important for you to pay attention.
That's right.
These people weren't dumb as people thinking. Why are they asking about Auryah? Why are they asking about Masha?
Right. Right.
Because they knew these two people here are significant to us to know. After this man get through making an end for Qatar, we know destruction coming.
Yes, sir.
We knew destruction coming.
Right.
That's how much these people knew. That's how important for you to pay attention on why they was inquiring to him, want to know, was he Auryah?
Right.
Because we know after this we in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna hold y'all no long. I know y'all tired.
It's
a lot. But our goal is make sure we know.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
That's our goal, make sure we know, make sure we understand what we're doing. We don't just want to be believing something because we've been believing it. We want to make sure we understand it. Make sure we can comprehend it. Nobody just ain't pulling no, like they said, wool over our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all right? Make sure we kind of understand statements, where they derive from, how important it is to take the writings. Y'all got it? When he told us about we had a more sure word than the bee, where Nebuah, where do you do well that you take heed? Just like unto a light.
Yes, sir.
See that? Because you know what? When it's dark, you acknowledge when the sun come on.
That's
you
true.
Say, oh, the sun. When the sun up, it's gonna get your attention.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So guess what he said? He used something that they commonly knew and understood. That when light comes, it's stuff you do in the dark, you don't do in the daytime.
That's true.
And that's right. People know when the light comes, a lot of times I got to get up, I got to get going. I'm behind if you late. You know what I'm saying? I need to get going. So it's a preparation that takes place. There's a consciousness and awareness that has to happen. And sometimes this is the thing that a lot of people in the night were waiting on in the morning. Whether it's a certain whatever, they like, they want to get out. They're waiting for that to come and to start to put things into play. That's what we went on with Yahusha. That's why they was inquisitive, want to know about it. And that dealt with knowing the time. That's that new time. You learn it from night and day.
Right.
That's how they had to know how much time they had. Yahusha told them, out there 12 hours.
And a year.
How you think they knew when to get him down? The man got up there at 9 o'clock. So they keeping time. That's why they knew we got to get him down. Y'all got it? Let's see. Pick that up right quick. The 19th chapter of the book of Yahusha. I'm trying to get ready to let y'all go. Oh, well. Man, y'all come here. Y'all really want to be here that long? 1928. Tell me. I do that so I can hear hell with hell. Hold on a little bit longer. Let's do that. Let's see that. 1928, Yahusha. They called John. Remember, Yahuwah is gracious.
Right.
That's the definition we use. Those are words we know. Nobody knows what that means. They knew what it meant by. They had a word for it, and it has a behavior that goes with it. 1928, Yahusha. Listen to the book.
After this, Yahusha, knowing that all things were now accomplished.
See that? What that meant? He knew that everything was complete. So now, guess what happened? How did that make sense to y'all? After this, Yahusha knowing that all things had been accomplished. Watch the thinking. What is that? Oh, what happened? He's asking not conceal without it. No, tell me. What you say? 7 Yamin. Who happened? All I heard that ring. Hold on for a minute. Hold on, they don't holler so much stuff at me right now. Let me just tell you, he hollered he should not conceal what should be concealed, and he said 7 Yamin. What you talking about 7 Yamin? Oh, 7 Yamin completion.
I know.
Hold on, let me wrap my mind around what you're doing. I want you to come back to what you got. 7 Yamin is completion. You said 7 days of completion. So you're tying this into creation of him resting 7 days. That's tight. But that's definitely going to be wrong.
I know.
Because they're getting ready to do a 7-day feast. And that's not going to work for that one. But now I'm going to figure out how he putting that together. Because you look at him resting. But it wasn't a Shabbat of what he was going to do. That Shabbat that he was going to do that Yahusha did was going to be on a regular Shabbat. You had a Shabbat coming up. Remember the Shabbat 7-day rest. When the Shabbat, this was a Shabbat here though for the Muhad. Okay? He stayed in the Kubah, the grave, on the regular Shabbat too. Because it was similar to what Yahusha did. When Yahusha was created, Yahuwah, he did the regular 7-day. It was not a muhad. That was a regular. The first day, bara, creation, and it went to 7. On the 7th day, he rested. And the book says after that, he was refreshed.
Refreshed, that's right.
So Yahusha was resting. There was a muhad Shabbat that was coming, but he rested also on the regular Shabbat.
That's right.
Which put him in the reference Yahuwah. You could have used that one now because that was a Shabbat, remember, but every Shabbat was all predicated muhar off of the regular weekly
That's
Shabbat.
That's right.
You fine, but y'all understand that. This is how you have to watch when he do stuff. In the 23rd chapter of the book of Auryah, and they called Leviticus. That's when he told you, these are my muhad.
Right.
My muhadi. You shall keep them.
Right.
The first one he gave you
Regular Shabbat.
was the regular Shabbat.
That's right.
So everything else was predicated, it was following and mimicking the regular Shabbat.
That's right.
He set this up so calculated that Yahusha didn't just sit in the Kabar, the grave, on a high muhad. He actually sat here on the regular Shabbat. And that's when he got up.
That's right.
He got up after the regular Shabbat because he had to be symbolism to what Yahuwah did. The book said he rested from all his labor. It was later that the writers let us know that he was refreshed. You see that? So that's why you have to really watch, not saying you didn't, and pay attention to things that he does, because he also has another connotation going on that you got to be careful of watching for. A lot of people like he was in there for the high muhad, but you want to catch him for the regular one, because that's the one he established in Barashit.
That's right. That's right.
That's the one he had to mimic.
That's right.
He got to mimic what I did. Remember, he's mirroring him. Go get a mirror and do something and sit on that mirror and do it. Have you ever did that, try to fake yourself out of the mirror? It ain't going to happen.
That's right.
I'm just being whoever done that. You try to see, if you try slow, listen, that mirror right there was good, go. I'm mirroring you. All I'm going to do, if that thing sat there and don't move, get out the bathroom.
That's right.
If you say that thing, you do like that thing, sit here saying, and then do it later. I won't even know nothing, I'm leaving. Because that ain't me.
That's right.
But you know it's amazing that we can use a mirror and understand that and use the terminology to mirror? Because that's what he was doing the whole time. He was mirroring the Abba. Y'all got it?
Yes,
so
sir.
if you saying you the Abba, then let me see you do something he did. Let me see you do what he did. You know what I'm saying? Do what he did. Let me see you do what he does. Y'all got it? He said, here the 2 hour work and my Abba work.
Yes, sir.
What them people do?
On the stone.
They want to stone him. Why?
Even the
Y'all forgot what he did, and they had broke the Shabbat, according to them. They got them, they said, not only because they were going to get him for that Shabbat already. That Shabbat get you a rock.
Yeah.
You finna get prudential. That's how prudential can't get a piece of the rock. They been getting prudential. You finna get this for the Shabbat. They said now they were stoning him for the Shabbat. It said not only because he broke the Shabbat, which means the Shabbat was a reason for them to stone him. If you look at what they said not only because he broken the Shabbat, but said that Elohim was his Abba, making himself equivalent to. Equivalent to. That's why they were going to kill him. Because he just said he mirrored the Abba. He said whatever the Abba do, he said the men do the same. That's what he told us in the 5th chapter of the book of Yahusha.
That's right.
He said whatever the Father do, he said, I do the same. That means I mirror him. If he do like that, I do it. Say, look, as soon as he do it, I'll be right there with it. He said, I'll be right there with it. Whatever he do, he said, these people had that kind of understanding. Enough to know that this ain't that you just talking. We'll kill you for this. We will kill you. And they talk that stuff blasphemy coming out your mouth. People kill you. You know, so y'all don't know, on some of these islands, they still stone now. A lot of these Caribbean islands still stone. How many of y'all didn't know that? Still stone. Chile stone. They'll throw rock, they'll kill you with rocks. There's certain stuff you ain't now. Some stuff I say, I can't go say it over there. Now that I got on some rock protector, I take it. I ain't just being under with you. They don't play that. I ain't gonna play no game. They don't play that. I'm gonna have on some rock clothing. And I ain't gonna take no 9 either. I'm taking everything, gonna be pushing rock, make rock through stop throwing. That's right, because that's what they believe. They got it from, they know. You stone for certain stuff you say. They consider it black. That's why them people took on rock. They're blasphemy. Let me tell you something. It's stuff we let these people do. We should let them do it.
Yeah.
They didn't play that stuff. It's certain stuff come out your mouth, you need to be killed. That's how they do. Why y'all think the Muslims do that stuff? Them folks took it upon themselves for a school teacher to go and draw some homosexual stuff about Muhammad up on that board. Shoot, that kid walked right to school, 18 years old, with his bomb strapped and blew that thing up and killed him. They said, man, you can believe that? That's his right. And look at that, he ain't never got no right to letting that come out of their mouth like that. Them folks decided to draw a homosexual depiction cartoon in the newspaper, and they came and blowed it up. Let me tell you something, that's what they believe. America blow up people for what they believe. That's amazing, man. Y'all so fair. Why they drop bombs on them countries? Because of what they believe. Well, them people look at, if you call who I'm serving a homosexual, he won, then we gonna blow you up. That's their thinking. Man, don't you know, our book told us we caught people sitting around doing that stuff. We brought them before witnesses. The witnesses hand were on them first, and we brought them out before the people so they could be stoned that they die. That's book. Man, yeah, people don't really believe like that now. Everybody else jump up defensive about stuff they can't even prove. You got stuff you can prove and you won't stand and defend it. That's how I feel. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get in no trouble. You're already in trouble.
That's right.
You know what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
Okay? So that's what we're looking at. Now, and it
still
came
know
to
the
pass
answer.
afterward. I'm sorry.
I got the answer. I got the answer.
I
got the answer.
Hold on. Stop. So what's your answer?
What I get.
If it's what it is, you get it right. He want to know what he get. You get it right.
He ends the first berith, start the second one.
Hold on. So what now?
Ends the first berith to start the second one with it is accomplished.
Oh, okay. Y'all got something y'all gonna give him? That's definitely gonna be wrong, but anyway, I tell him no. I help y'all with it. It's out there, but when y'all hear it, it makes sense. You got something? That's what I'm saying. Wait the next week. That man, he said, I see, got out. He said, well, what was the question? No. When he said, listen, and it came to pass afterward when Yahusha knew that everything was already done, and yours it said, what does it say when it read them?
After this, Yahusha, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the kathab might be fulfilled, saith, I thirst.
Okay. Shamshun? What about Shamshun? When he got ready to die, he got thirsty. He was dying of thirst. Shamshun. You could use that for that, kind of what you're talking about on that one. What you said about Masha? They wrote the Shurim that same day and put it in his side. You agree? Y'all take this and start y'all own ministry. Y'all get together and start y'all own ministry. Y'all got y'all, that man harder than, you heard that man? That man said, I agree, that's it, I've been waiting on it. I know, I want them to start their own ministry. You be going with them too? No, Mr. Go ahead. What's your side? Auryah? What about Auryah? He wrote. Auryah didn't stop. They were finished. Auryah. Well, no. You think about Masha. He wrote out that same unit he was finished. Auryah studied for approximately 3 months, and he wrote this out in the Aramaic. The Aramaic style, where you the modern style, that's who Auryah was supposed to be responsible for writing that style. That because we was in captivity. So in the captivity, our language somewhat changed, dissipated, plus we took on a different discipline. Remember Daniel and them went in? When the Malak of Babylon took us in, he made all of those that was understanding, that was easy to look, that were good looking. He taught us the language of the people. So when you're going to learn the language, you got to also learn the writings. So that writing style came into play for us, what we call the modern script, okay? Somebody else had an answer? What was it? I'm trying to say, let's do this. Let's see something. How about this? I will read chapter 9, verse 1. Yeah, Boston. You been with Chris? I heard you say, that's it. Which one of them back that did it, Boston? You know what? I think Chris turned to him that too. There's some other words I was going to use. Let's just use that for the sake of the camera. No. That's it. I wanted one of them little dummies so bad to make them do that thing. Them folks, when they wouldn't move their mouth, you're like, man, they good. Them folks, you like, how they do that? But I want to learn how to do that thing. How many of y'all want to be up in ventriloquist? I want to make money with it. You didn't want to be one?
I just want to know how to do it.
You ain't want about a hand behind. They gotta have something to work with. Give us something you gotta. How many of y'all were with me? You with me now, Lee?
I missed it.
All right, let's go. I explain. No, I had caught him up. I asked y'all how many want to be a ventriloquist. And we said yes. He said, not me. I said, what, you didn't want about a head of your behind?
Oh,
The ventriloquist is the person that actually
That's
doing
right.
it. And now,
That's
so
right.
what I was actually being funny saying he was the diamond.
Right.
You
yeah.
know, being funny, but I call you a little. Y'all, come on, five, move fast like that. 23 more. I had 1 million of them. Keep that count for me. Chris hate that.
6:15.
How many?
6:15.
6:15. I don't have time for foolishness. All right, let's see how they work out. This is the 9th chapter of the book of Auryah they call Hebrew. Let's see how this work out, okay? Listen.
Then among the first Berith had also ordinances.
Had regulations of service.
What are we using for divine again? I apologize.
Well, I'm sorry, for which word?
Because it says of ordinances of divine service.
Regulations.
Okay. Had also ordinances of regulations and worldly
Makdash for sanctuary. Where at?
For there was a Mashakan
I'm
made.
sorry, hold on for a second. It said on the rights on our. Did you say on the rights? But I said on the,
I just
okay,
used
worldly.
worldly.
Oh, it said worldly first. I would say on the right. So to tell us this, really, in this statement, he's telling us, he said they had even the first Berith, having regulations of service to them also, and a Makdash on the rights. So this telling me to say I have one here, it must be something that parallels.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
let's see the second one. But there was a Makdash prepared. The first should be the rock. What is it? No, he did a hot Ketson, which in it was the candlestick, candlestand. They're not candlestick. They say candlestick.
Yes, sir.
It's really a stand. They kind of trip us up with that. And the table and the shewbread. This is called the Kudash place. 3. And after the second veil, there was the part of the Mashkan, Magdash, which is called the Kudash of the Kudash, or the Kudashim. Kodashim. So the Kudash, which means the separated of the separateds. Right? This is a greater place right here, the second one. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what happened. Which had the golden censer for the pipe and the taba of the berith overlaid on all sides with gold, in which were the golden pot that had the manna, wherein and Aharon's rod that budded, and the table of the berith. Let's see what happened. Let's see what it says. And above it, cherubims. Y'all remember this now, don't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Makes sense of Kabul. Oh, listen what they're doing. Standing beside the
Oh,
mercy
shadow.
seat. See? Of which we cannot speak about any of one of them alone now. Let's see what happened. And after these things were thus
Prepared.
tell them how yours read 9 and 6.
Now when these things were thus ordained, the Kohanim went always into the first Mashakan,
To do what?
accomplishing the service of Elohim.
That's what he did. He went into the first one to accomplish the service of Elohim. Tell them what verse. Let's see verse 7.
But into the second went the Rosh Kohan alone once every year, not without dawn, which he offered for himself
And
for the errors of the arm.
didn't I tell y'all that the Kohan also had weakness?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And he had to
sir.
offer for himself
Yes, sir.
and for the arm when he
That's
made
right.
it? Let's see what happened.
The Ruach HaKadosh, this signifying that the Darak and the Kadash of all was not yet made manifest, while as the first Mashakan was yet standing,
So let's see what happened.
which was a figure for the time then present, in which were offered both baraka and sacrifices that could not make him that did the service tamim, as pertaining to the conscience.
Which did not complete of them the law of the Abadin, Abad, I'm sorry, whatever.
which stood only in meats and drinks, and divers washings, and carnal ordinances imposed on them until the time of Reformation. But Mashiach, being come and Rosh Kohan of two things to come, by a greater and more Shalem Mashakan, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building, neither by the dung of goats and calves, but by his own dung he entered in once into the Kadash Malkum,
Doing what?
having obtained
Y'all have moved before he got finished. Having obtained
Alam redemption for us.
eternal redemption. Let's see, verse 13.
For if dung of bulls and of goats, and the ashes of an heifer sprinkling the unclean, consecrate or Kadash, make Kadash to the purifying of the Basar, how much more shall the dung of Mashiach, who through the Alam Ruach offer himself without spot to Elohim, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the Kai Elohim.
It said purging your laws. Let's go back to verse 6 right quick. Verse 5. 5. We told you in above it the cherubims of Kabul, overshadowing the mercy seat,
Yes,
which
sir.
we cannot speak about any one of them alone now. Verse 6. And after these things were thus prepared, the Kohanim always entered into the outer Mashkan to do their service there. Verse 7. And the Mashkan, which is to the front from it, only the High Kohan entered alone, entered one time. I think you'll say entered alone.
Alone.
Okay, say one time a year, not without blood, which he offered for himself and for the error of the arm. So what I'm trying to get y'all to see is when he told them that he actually had finished, he was letting him know that he was ready to go into the second part. See, the only way this was going to make sense, y'all was just going and y'all were talking. You have to always go back and look at your discipline of the Torah. He was a Kohan. So the first part he had to complete before he can go into the second part. So it was about, you went to Berib. Y'all weren't far, but you're trying to stay definitive on what you're doing. Now, where was he going to go when he came down, after he got up? Okay, let's hold on. Second one. We'll prove it. How about that? 20. Now we'll go to 20. Pick me up at the 20th chapter of Yahusha. 20 and verse 17. How about that? Remember what the first one was about. It was about purification.
Right.
Wasn't it?
Yes,
That was
sir.
washing and cleaning? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yahusha. What you call them, Basha, you can use that now. That'll also be defended at the Acts of the Apostles chapter 1, verse 11. What you thinking? Okay. Let's see there. Let me see 20 and 17. Yahusha. They can read it. Listen.
Yahushua saith unto her, touch me not,
Do what?
touch me not,
Why?
for I am not yet ascended to my Abba. But go to my Akim and say unto them, I ascend unto my Abba
And to who?
and your Abba,
And who?
and to my Elohim
And who?
and your Elohim.
See, when he was up on the 2, he was signifying that the first part had been completed. Y'all got to follow him when he's doing stuff. This is what you got to remember. You're dealing with a man that constantly changes. He's constantly changing. While you stand one way in your mind, he's actually performing a service now. You're dealing with a Kohan now. You're dealing with a man, he jump into Ka'ul, he'll run back to Adam, he'll show you Masha, he'll run to Shamshun. Now he come and show you I am a Kohan. Even your book told you that I was a Kohan alum.
Yes, sir.
After the order of Melchizedek,
That's right.
the Malacca righteousness. So I'm sitting here and I'm letting y'all know that the first service has been completed.
Right.
Y'all talking about the change of Baruch, but the order came from our Torah. that he had to finish the first part. Now you can go into the second part. That's why he told me finish.
Right, right.
So when they were coming to touch him, you can't touch me right now because of the service.
Right.
I'm in purification.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You learned that from when a woman, when she had given blood.
Yeah.
What were you supposed to do?
Don't touch it.
Don't touch her.
That's right.
You're not supposed to do. Don't touch her.
That's right.
He thought I had an ascended check. Because I got to go do the second service.
Right, right.
Good stuff. Yes, sir.
You got to do a lot of thinking.
Yeah, that's right.
But everything I'm telling y'all, I can prove it.
That's
I ain't
right.
just making this
That's
stuff.
right.
Y'all tell me what y'all want to go with.
That's it. That's it.
You own it.
You say that because we're talking about who this man. Let's see right quick. 5th chapter right quick. The same book, Auryah 5:1. See, because like I said, sometimes you'll stay one track with it and you'll miss something. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a good answer, but it really don't really solidify more what he's doing. You really got to encompass what he's doing. Because a lot of times I told y'all he on the 2, he's doing a lot more than what people think he's doing. You're assuming one thing and he's working too many other things. Because he's looking at, I got to get all this in before I go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he's looking at. I got to get all this in. So while I'm up here, I'm doing so much, and you got to be, that's why the people watching him looking. Them guys like cherubim, like the mercy seat. You got it. He's moving. I'm constantly showing you stuff. I'm doing stuff, and you got to pay attention to what I'm doing. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. They just like they nailed him up to the 2. They were trying to keep his foot from dashing against a stone.
Yeah.
I know you heard when he told him to cast himself down, it didn't stop. All the Malachias is somebody he sent to do something. He sent them to nail him to that too so he wouldn't fall.
Yes, sir.
Now to him that's able to keep you from falling.
Yep.
That's right.
That's why he was able to come and show him to him. They learned about presenting. That's what they did when they got a child. At a certain period of time, you came and you showed it to them.
That's right.
After the period of time, you come and you present them and say this. The book told you that whom he showed himself alive after his what?
Yes.
He would come to present him.
That's right.
You present the child after it's done. You come and say, hey, you can come in. You just go there and have the father now with it. The father had to sit outside and
That's
wait.
right.
Remember them old movies?
That's right.
And they'll tell him to come when the child comes. Now he can come see the
Come in.
baby.
That's right. That's right.
That's what he did. I got to present him to you. All right, let's see this. For every high Kohan is taken from among, who it is? From mankind, the sons of Adam. I mean, he is appointed for the Benin, for the sons of Adam, of men, in the things pertaining to who?
Alyahu.
Elohim. To offer both Baraks and
Sacrifice.
Zekah, what's Zabak for sacrifice. Listen, for
Qatar.
kata. Let's see what happened. How much they got? And he knows how to have, this is what he know how to do. Have what?
Rakam.
So now it makes sense why blind Bartimaeus was asking him to have mercy on him.
That's
have
right.
mercy on him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which means he must have knew he was a Kohan.
That's right.
Look, he know how to do it. If he know how to, who you gonna go ask? Somebody who don't know?
No.
Have Rakam on me. Who I'm gonna ask?
I didn't know.
Somebody who knows how to have mercy on the ones being ignorant.
That's right.
Because they kept trying to get him to stop. And them going astray. Since he himself also is surrounded with weakness. That's what we saw with you. That's that we have not a Rosh Kohan that can feel our who?
Confirm.
Our weaknesses. He was surrounded with it. First story. Who by this reason ought to be sacrificed for his. Who by this reason ought to be sacrificed for his. What is that? Ought to. Okay, I'm sorry. Ought to. I said ought. Okay. Who by this reason ought to sacrifice for his kata for the arm, and also for himself.
Right.
And no man, Ish, son, takes this honor for his nafash. I think it's on itself. But he who is Yakra, is to called to it by Elohim, just as Harun was. That's how Harun got his position. Yahuwah called him to it.
Right.
And when Masha had come down and he was going to go and speak to the people, he said, he asked Yahuwah to send Harun.
That's right. That's right.
And Yahuwah became angry. Well, no, he didn't ask him, son. He told him that he wanted to send somebody else. He was slow of tongue. He couldn't speak well. And he asked him about his Harun. He said, I know he can speak well.
Right, right.
Who we going to tie that to? That's tight. Okay, I'll let y'all sleep on that. So also the Mashiach, so we don't forget, when he told you about endow unto them as a very lovely song and one that can play well on the instrument, your Kazakal. Your Kazakal was a Kohan. Him and Harun sound just alike. He told you they come before you as my people, they sit. They hear your debar, but they won't do it. He told you that. And you like one that can play well on the instrument. He knew that he could play well. You can speak well. He said, for they hear your debar, but they won't do it. Okay, don't worry about it. Y'all got to start thinking comparison. You got to keep, come on, stay one. Okay. Also, the Mashiach did not glorify Kabul himself to become a high Kohan, but whoever said to him, you are my Ben. Today I have begotten you. Just as that he says also in another place, you are a Kohan. How long?
Alone.
According to the order of Melchizedek. That is the Malach of righteousness.
Right.
So now, that's how I know when he was up on the cross, he was doing a Kohan's order.
Right.
That's why he was letting them, it was complete, because you had to complete the first order before you went into the second veil. You can't go behind the veil until you complete the first order. That's why he was telling me it was complete. I got to go into the second veil now. That's why he went up and the clouds received him because he went into the second veil.
That's right. That's
The
right.
only way it made sense, that's why they were watching.
That's right.
Because you watch the Kohan do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's
The
right.
first order we looking, then you go into the second veil.
That's right.
And guess what the people do? You have to wait for him to come
That's
out.
right.
We're waiting for Yahusha to come out.
back.
Behold, he coming.
The cloud.
He's coming back with the veil. And every eye,
Just see him.
because he's going to unveil himself.
That's right.
You got to pay attention to what he's actually, what order is he working now? The man is inside accomplishing the service.
Yes, sir.
He's making atonement for us.
Yeah.
Who being in the days of his flesh, he offered up
Love.
palau and supplication. Who does this? Who offers up?
Kahan. Rashka.
It's defending what I'm telling you. And then this telling you he did it. Who do you know that offers?
Rashka.
The Kohan. With great crying and with tears before the one that is able, has the ability to save him from Muth. And he was heard because of his pity. Now this man was crying out for himself. The first thing that a Kohan had to do, he can't go there talking about me. What's wrong with you, boy? He had to talk. What y'all think he was up on the tube doing? That's how I know people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
He was up there crying for me. Where did you get that from?
Right.
He was doing it. He had to offer for himself first.
That's right. That's right.
What about talking about you? Anybody talking about you, Otis? But you see what happens when you don't know. You'll speculate something.
Yeah.
The book clearly tell you who being in the day, of the other people flesh.
His flesh.
He offered up prayers and supplication with great crying and with tears before the one that is able to save all of us from death. From Muth. And he was heard because of his pity. Because he feared piety. Same thing. Pie, piece, one piece, whole pie. That's it. So it's got to make sense to you what he doing. How did he say, oh, he just saved me? Then you're not saved. You got to stand in operation first. What was he exemplifying? He was a Rosh Kohan. He had to come into the first temple first, Mashkan, which was here. Right. That's why I told you there was one on the right. Right. That's why he came here. Right. The one they set up with the cough, the wall with the veil, was symbolic of Shamayim. There is another place that everybody can't get into. It's only for particular people. You know how you get in? You got to be a Kohan. You can't even get in. You're a breaker order.
Right.
The only way you're going to take you in, you have to be a Kohan.
That's right.
These people so dumb. Nobody getting in ain't a Kohan.
That's right.
Nobody getting in not a Kohan. Don't even make sense. In the 5th chapter of the book of Kazum, when they said that he opened the book, they said he made us Malak and Kohan.
That's right.
That's the way you're going to get in. I don't know what these folks thinking. That's the way you're going to get in. That what messed up Uzziah. He wasn't no Kohan, but he was a Malak. Right. And he went in to offer. Did he not? He went in to offer. And they told him, this don't pertain to you.
That's right.
See, that was a trial for Yahusha. Yahusha was a Malak.
Right.
That wasn't going to get you in. He went in and he offered him. And he died because of it. Because he was a Malak, but he wasn't a Kohan. That's why when Yahusha came and said he had to be a Malak and a Kohan. Our book declared he made us Malak and Kohan.
That's right.
How you going to reign if you not know Malak?
That's right.
That's stupid. I'm going to be a peasant. You ain't going in.
That's
it's
right.
It's not for a peasant.
That's right.
It's for Malak and for the Kohan. There is do y'all understand? There is an order. You can't just do, where people get this stuff from, be that butt naked. Well, these people dumbed us up bad. They did a bad job on it. Bad job. You can't get in unless you're going to be a Kohan and a Malak. That's the only way it's going to make sense. You got to look at what your first order was. Y'all got it? Okay. I give it let y'all go. Y'all had enough. Man took enough for a beating.
That's right.
Took enough for a beating. Some of them woke up and came back and disappeared and everything. This is all I tell all y'all. Please make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know what you among. Because you can be among in something, but it really don't make sense. Because someone say, well, I didn't know that, but I still among. But the detriment going to be, it ain't what the scripture said. See, what I'm telling y'all, I had to be able to find proof to verify. I can't just say that that's by order of me and Yahuwah, because he told me I'm the one with the stick, so I can say that. I'm the pastor, don't question me. That makes sense. It's gotta make sense and line up, because you have to have it in order for you to get in. Y'all understand that? So we put a lot of time in it because it's gotta be definitive. How y'all feel about what I said when he said after it was accomplished, he said we're finished? Is it because I said it makes sense, or you able to read to see what he was doing? This was telling you about a Kohan. This is what it tell you, the order of the Kohan, what he had to do. He had to offer for himself first. What you got? I feel it. Uyakra, 9 and 1. Let me say that right quick. Let's just verify this, because that's what they call New Testament, and I can't use that. You know, people say, so I'm trying to skate by or something like that. We don't ever want them to think that. I ain't trying to skate. I'm looking to walk my way in this thing. Uyakra, they call Leviticus. It means, and he called. Uyakra. See what that 9 and 1. I just make sure y'all know that y'all can go to sleep again. I'm never gonna sleep again. Guilty feet, I got no rhythm. That's a lot of folk got that. Chris can't dance. You shouldn't dance again either. How many people here can't dance and they know it? Shelly, you ain't raise your hand. Sheldon can't dance. Who else? I know you can't dance. Can your husband dance? I know it. I can look at it. Yeah, don't be looking at her like that. You know you can't dance. Like there's some alarming news or something. You can't dance. I seen you. I seen you do that. I said, no, he can't dance. I said, but you're honest though. I think he honest though.
Yeah, right.
That was a couple. I know Alicia thought she could dance one time.
Terrible.
Who else I got in? Chanel. Oh yeah, Chanel Duncan. Once you hang your tongue out to do that, yeah, it ain't down. Joy, you can't dance either. I seen you floating around the rooms out there, Dutchess.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, that's pretty bad right there. That's good. I said, see in the spirit. And we had the gangster party for my birthday. She was spinning around out there. I said, yeah, boy, that's pretty terrible right there. Humpback, you can't dance either. You ain't never been told you could dance, could you? Somebody told you could dance. There's some more lawyers out there.
Yeah.
Where that blood Kazar back? Mike, you know how to dance? Yeah. No, you can't dance. If he was trouble. But he ain't make no money though. Let's see. All right. This is 9 and see if it's 9 and 15. 9 and 15. With Yahweh. Okay, 14. I'm sorry. I'm saying, let y'all read. Should have been 97 what I want. Okay. Seems like 91 would have got me started though. 97, he said, give me 95. Let's see. All right. So they took what Masha had commanded to the front of the tent of the appointment. And the whole Adah, what did they put for congregation? Adah? Mm-hmm. Okay, my eyes ain't got over there. Oh yeah, Adah. Yes. They put an E, okay. Adah came near and stood before Yahuwah. Verse 6. Masha said, this is the thing which Yahuwah has commanded that ye shall do, that the kabod of Yahuwah may appear to you. He said, that's why you do it, so this kabod can appear to you. What did he tell us? Masha then said to Aharon, come near to where?
Altar.
And?
Offer
who?
Your offering.
They missed that. They didn't know that. Look at offer yours and your what?
Burnt offering.
That ye may make who?
For
who?
Yourself.
And
for the arm.
And you know how stupid people is? When he was up on that 2 days. That was for me. I told you people don't know what they're doing. People don't know what they believe.
That's right.
It wasn't for it was for him. Mm-hmm. That's what Yahuwah. That's why the folk don't know what they do. If you pay attention, their conversation with him was about save
yourself.
What did that tell you they knew?
Mm-hmm. They knew the Torah.
They knew he had to be offered for himself. He was up there because of his sin. Save yourself. You're supposed to be a Kohen, save yourself. Listen, people don't know what they're doing. They really don't know. They're honest, but they're ignorant. You see what I can tell you from the Torah that Aharon was told that this was the order for the Kohanim that you were supposed to offer for yourself first. Whole time he was up there, that was for me. And for the arm. Then make the offering
for the arm.
That's why they go in the second veil. That's why he went there to appear for us. He couldn't go in without Dom.
Right.
I got to go in there and make atonement for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know no better. They don't know no better. Don't worry about it. But you know, I'm gonna let y'all go. This ain't that. Y'all already knew this already. So that's all. Y'all fine. Y'all already. I just made you more saved. That's all. You was already saved. And y'all know. And it just, you know, I'm gonna get ready to close. Get ready to get your money up. But again, do y'all understand how dangerous it is to believe what we've been believing? They had this kind of understanding.
Right.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
How many of y'all didn't know that he was offering for himself up there? Then he was supposed to offer for the arm.
Right.
Let's say he was up there, he was doing it for us first. I can't believe nothing else he said.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about no son of Alyahu. That he wants it that way. Because once something breaks protocol and discipline, he don't want you to believe it. The reason he said, if I'm going to break order, it don't make sense to tell you to hold to this. You were supposed to hold me. If I come and I confess before you that I am the Rosh Kohan and I'm supposed to make an offering, it's supposed to be for me first, then for the people. That's the order. He told y'all, this is the thing Yahuwah commanded. He had to put him in a situation where his life was on the line. So listen, he put him in a situation, who you got time to pray for when you dying? Right now, I got to think about myself. Right now, I got to think about it. He put him in a situation where you can't get out of it. Hey, buddy boy, them people, what you going to do about yourself? The folks tried to tell him, he saved all of himself, he can't save. They tried to tell him, this is Kohan, come on. All right. See, how you'll know so nobody don't trip you up. If a person know what they're doing, you'll be able to see it. They'll be able, whatever they see, they'll be able to get you to see it. That's how you'll know whether or not it's their job or not. Whatever they tell you and whatever they're showing you, or they tell you they see, you should be able to see it too. Y'all got it? That's how you'll know. He said, by their arts, by their power. That's how you know by their power. That's how you gonna know. Y'all got it? By their fruit, you'll know. That's two. Give me a shoe.